Day 178. Nose is looking a little better today. I'm letting it dry out. Here's the plan. Let's see, it's almost 1. We got up to 3 hours to hit Bob. I'm going to go get horchata. We'll go in like a half hour. Yo, Featherfall, what's up? Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Like a half hour, we're gonna go down to the store together. And I'm gonna see if we get a thing of horchata for lunch. That's gonna be my lunch. I don't know what horchata is. If you don't know what it is yet, you'll find out today. How's it going? What a day. Woodland's live stream, then Feather's live stream, then my live stream, then What the World later. Although during What the World's, I'm gonna be on a date. I'm probably gonna miss World tonight, unfortunately, because of that. Yo, Tin Man, what's up? How's it going? Let's get this thing started. We got up to 3 hours of hitting Bob today. Up to. We'll see how it goes. All right. So yeah. Yo, Cat. Cat's here. What's up, Cat? I'm trying to let my nose. Yo, Anchor. I'm trying to let my nose Featherfall. Thanks for those. Anchor Beard. Thanks for the heart me. Haha. What's up? Yo, where are the gloves? I'm trying to let, there they are. Trying to let my nose wound dry out before my date tonight, is what I was saying. Yeah, but what a day. First, Woodland's live stream, Featherfall's live stream, my live stream, then yeah, the world's live stream. It's a whole day of living on the app. All right, well, let's get some hits. Oh, I got punched in the face. Really hard. I had a so I'm trying to let it dry. It's been bandaged for days. Punch really hard, like in my helmet. Oh, you didn't see that, Cat? Or did you know? Like I had the helmet right here. Here, look. I had It was so bad. It was actually pouring out of my helmet. I haven't cleaned it off yet. So that is on the outside. It was actually, yeah. Well, I unfortunately don't have a good angle of when it happened. They'll have it out, dude. I got wrecked for the most part. Yo, Jacob, what's up? Oh, too nice, man. Jacob, thanks for the dolphins and roses, man. That's what we're working with here. My eyes are turning, so everything around here is now yellow. You might not see it, but see, it's all yellow under here. I got my cheeks yellow. the bruising. If possible, we're gonna get over 3,000 hits on Bob today. Then I got a date at 6:30. That's why I'm trying to let my nose dry up. Because I just want to put a Band-Aid over it for the date. Yo, how about that? Nice, about the 2-month fan club stickers. And in a half hour, at like 1:30, we're gonna walk down together on a live stream to the grocery store there. It's right, it's a block away. And we're gonna try and get a yeah, I don't know why it says that. It's a new thing. Like everybody started at 2 months or something. Maybe or maybe not. I don't know. But we're gonna go get a glass of horchata. We're gonna get a whole. That's my lunch. They better have it. Heck yeah, Anchor. I was actually looking. I have some pretty decent back muscles these days, I guess, from only doing this. Yeah, it's got to be longer than 2 months. It's Anchor things to go popular. There's got to be something like it must have just started for everybody. Yo, and Cat too. Thanks for the go populars. Next fight, February, unless something comes up. Y'all remember? I don't know if you remember or not, but I did mention, like, I was like, oh, like a couple weeks ago, I was like, yeah, well, nothing going on till February. I was like, unless something pops up, and sure enough, man, I ended up fighting Saturday. Oh, thanks about the hat. Yeah, I figured it'd match this. Kinda. It's supposed to be it's a German medieval or Renaissance style hat, whatever. Thanks, Larry. And you know, instead of ironing my pants before my date, I figured I'd wear them. These are the pants I'm wearing to go out. Wearing them will just get the wrinkles out. Right? Yeah. Right, yep. Get a couple hours in hitting Bob. We're gonna go for a walk down 1:30. We're all going together. Whoever's here at the time. We're gonna go get I'm on a liquid diet for lunch today. Yeah, right. The problem would be I just can't get them messed up, so that means no knees to Bob, if possible. Yeah, pre-sweated pants. Yeah, try not to get too sweaty, because not just that is I want sweat pouring down on this nose wound. I just disinfected it, trying to let it air dry a little bit. And thanks to Oscar, you know, Oscar comes by through here. Got me out. Now I have like ad-free music on here. Now I can just play this. This song, my whole playlist today is gonna get this red copyrighted on the YT app. Yeah, that Oscar, great guy. True. I have a packet of Vaseline here. Actually, it's very, very true. But if I can keep it from, I'm trying to let it dry out. In general, like not having to put anything on it. Man, this song came out. I was dating some girl from she was from Hong Kong, but she lived in the UK. So she was like she was like Asian with a British accent. Not so it wasn't like Asian with a like. She was Chinese with a British accent. You know, that is kind of like not like Chinese accent, British. Yo, Maverick, what's up? Does it? It looks a lot better without all the blood pouring out of it. Anyway, what happened? Yo, Featherfall, thanks for the roses. Bark, bark. Anyway, the reason we broke up, she had to go back to the UK. Man, I was like 22 or 23 dating some girl in Germany. Like, we would go see each other. That's, talk about tough. That's when I kind of gave up the overseas relationships. It's so different these days, man. I mean, you got more ways to stay in touch. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know the Harry Potter to be able to say. I've seen every Harry Potter movie, but I cannot think of who it is. Scottish. And I mean, not to... I don't think it's bad to say. It's just, you know, it's just weird, you know, like... She talked like this with the. I don't even know how to do the accent. The accent. Man, and I missed the best. It's good to buy tickets to it because to fight in that cage match thing, like I missed the big party here in Pittsburgh. There's a big Harry Potter themed party. If anyone does like Harry Potter, every December, the best Harry Potter party, like maybe not the world, but one of the best you can go to is right here in Pittsburgh. Yeah, all right. I know what you mean, Anchor. That's what I'm saying. I don't want it to sound bad. Like when I say it was weird to me, like to have a girl from China or Hong Kong with a British accent. It was just not, because everyone was always like, huh. Is the music too loud? Oh yeah? Well, alright. Well, that's good to know, Kat. Oh, do they? So it's not... Okay. So it's not that... Maybe not as... maybe it's kind of common and... Oh, man. I gotta have pictures of it. So I bet I have pictures of it. We went to shoot... I had a... not a true AK-47, but a replica, and dude, we were all shooting. Man, I should try and find those pictures. I forgot all about those pictures. I have some pictures of the only pictures I probably have of us are when we were out shooting at night. There weren't cell phone cameras, so I actually used to keep one of those, the disposable, the one-time use cameras that get developed. I did, yes, Maverick. I promise you this time, Maverick, you did ask about that. So, funny story. I found his TikTok. However, remember how I see it saved a screenshot. I don't know if it just didn't save or what, but I was going through my gallery and I couldn't remember who asked. Maverick, I found it. This time I will make sure I send it to you. Because he goes by some name, it's not even like close to his real name. Yo, yeah, Kat. All good. Yeah, back in the day it sucked. I wish we... yeah. I don't know if it didn't save the screenshot. That's how I remember how to, like, stuff we talked about. And I swear, I was looking through my gallery, I was like, well, I can't remember who asked. I did find them, though. Oh, Dawson, what's up, Dawson? Yeah, heck yeah, I will send it. What? Dwallin, what's up? Oh, thanks about the hat. It's a, well... So it came with, it's a Lands Connect hat, technically, is what technically I don't know if it has a certain name, but I got it to go with my Lands Connect outfit. Like Lands Connect, K-N-E-C-H-T. Yo, GT, heck yeah. Don't get turned away from the sport by my beat up nose from my event Saturday. GT, thanks for the like. Dude, I got wrecked in my debut AMMA fight. This is like 3 or 4 videos back. I'm just saying, if anyone wants to see the blood from it, it's a graphic video. But I took my helmet off, like my whole face was like just red. Faces bleed a lot, that's why. Oh, yeah, just to finish that thing I was saying, so back then, like, back in those days, I used to carry, like, one of those disposable cameras, like, in my car or something. Because we didn't have, unless you had like a really good camera, you actually had to have a camera. Phones didn't have cameras in them. Adding the camera to the phone was like, I think, one of the best things that people ever did. Combining phones into cameras. My fight was, it was fun. I fought horribly and I got destroyed. Andrew. So I wanna I wanna get in and make up for it. I'm gonna message them. I'm gonna say, hey, can I get in another one? I got wrecked, man. It happens. I was fighting longsword too. Yeah, I have my own armor. I got actually 3 sets of armor. Yeah, you get into Boohurt, you might have like 3 sets of armor too sometime. Our club though does have armor that people can get in. Yeah, like Andrew said. Yeah, and like Anchor said, I got Anchor. Thanks for the repost. If you're still here in like 15 minutes, I'll do a little tour. In 15 minutes, we're going to go down the street. It's just a block away. I'm buying something for lunch, and we're coming right back. On the live stream. Well, so right now, yeah, a lot of times you'll have gear, and we'll talk about how some clubs charge you to use it. We don't. In the UK. Look, you know, I don't know where, but White Company is there in the UK. If you look up white, like the color white and then word company. Right. Yep, that's a good, Andrew, perfect quote. 1,600, yeah, to 7,000. Yo, Andy, what's up? Thank you for harming me. Yeah, White Company is at least a place to start. I'm saying, I don't know in the UK. I know there's got to be more. White Company is really good, by the way. Hey man, not too bad. How's yours going? I was saying, now we can play music ad-free on here. So much better. So I'm actually playing the playlist. And I upload all these long format. Every one of these gets uploaded onto my YouTube. That way I have it. It's all documented. And this is surely going to get me a red copyright warning, where it'll be blocked in like every country. Andy, what's up? As long as it's on there, though. But I'm actually playing music today, like, without ads. It's great. I'm putting together a playlist of stuff. Yo, Andy, thanks. Yo, you're the goat. Featherfall, thanks for the roses. Bark, bark. And I'm gonna put a whole thing together, including some Featherfall music that, right, if I use that, I won't get flagged, would I? Or, I don't know. It's the same thing, Bachata Night or the Bachata Night. Same picture as this, I believe. My avatar up here. I sort of abandoned it, just so you know. I will post some stuff on there. I'm going to post an AMMA review on there. Just so you know, I sort of upload and forget it. So I will have... I just need the time to do it. But I have a couple of topics to talk about. So I have my long format videos on there. I have a lot of good older content. But just so you know, like, I don't pay attention to it as much as on here. Alright, I got you, Feather. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm going to throw together a bunch of copyright-free stuff to use, that people can use if possible, you know. And I want to make an hour-long playlist so I can just play it on here of royalty-free stuff. And it'll just be like an hour-long mix so I can get on to play in the background and not have to worry about it. Yo, alright. Yo, GT, heck yeah. Thanks for the likes, everybody. Getting these wrinkles out of these pants for tonight. Nice, hell yeah. Yo, yeah, we can talk about Boohurt stuff all day. Boom, boom. Let me just check. Make sure this thing's counting. I do check once in a while. It is. Wow, we're almost already in 1,000 hits. It's only been like 15, 20 minutes, something like that. Good pace. Anchor, I think we talked about horchata on here before. I'm gonna, cause I think you had the homemade recipe or something. I should home make it. We're gonna go try and see if they got a can down the road. That's gonna be my lunch. Like, I don't want to eat too much for lunch because I want to dinner date. I don't want to like be full for dinner. I'm just looking at the thing there. So they got all these new things up top. When you're streaming, you know. I'm looking at things floating by. There's a cooking together thing. I don't know what it is. So yeah, we're gonna get this, hopefully my nose dries out. You know what? So, maybe everything goes right with my new date. Maybe she can give me some plastic surgery on my nose. Maybe she can evaluate me. So, I don't care about scars and stuff. You know, I'm almost 50. I don't need to worry about that. We're gonna get some cardio in. That's why I'm only going till like 4, because after 4, I'm going to go to the gym, get some cardio in. We're gonna maybe start lifting weights. It'll be this week, maybe Thursday, Friday. But I do have to start lifting some, because if I am gonna start getting back into cage matches, like, you know, now I need to just have a little more muscle than what I do here with Bob's million hit marathon. And my body weight exercises I generally do, like in the parking garages and stuff. I'd love to have a parking garage live stream. Maybe we'll do that later. I don't know. It depends on the temperature too. If it's like 22 degrees again tonight, I don't want to do cardio outside. As we get closer to Carolina Carnage, I'll have no choice though. Like, I'll have to get this cardio in. But I'm gonna get some in like indoors at the gym today, just to prepare. So in case I can't work out in the parking garage in armor or something later. Hey man, what's up again? Thanks for the likes. Hello, what's up? Oh man. This is a great song too. They're all great songs. How's it going? Shadow, what's up, Shadow? What's up again? Oh, Tin Man. Jeez, I was like, I don't know where it went. Tin Man, thanks for the heart, mate. I was just saying, I gotta start going and lifting weights. If we're trying to get back into these cage fights, man, it's gonna come in handy. Get some, I don't know, some more strength, I guess. Not too bad. I mean, it feels fine. The skin lined up. I had that, James, what's up? I had the, whole, that tape on there to hold the skin in place. It seems like it reattached. Like it reattached, like you might have to be able to see the detail. Let me look in this mirror. Yeah, everything lined up good. We'll just see what it looks like in about a month. But it feels good. It's sore, like I don't want to, if I tapped it or something, it would hurt. Thank you. Yeah, and it doesn't look like no infection or anything, which is good. You probably saw, I saw your message about how you have your padding. Yo, heck yeah. Catch you later. Always good to see you, even if it's just for a minute. Is that Space Comics? Space Comics, if you're there, what's up? Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Space Comics, thanks for a like. I gotta watch out. Bob is actually like in the doorway. I gotta watch out and hit the door, the sliding door. I think, yeah, there's no way we're gonna be done doing this in February. I'm gonna have to take Bob. When I go to Carolina Carnage, Bob's gonna have to come along. Maybe we'll hit Bob out on the beach. That would be an interesting live stream. It's off season, so it's not hot on the beach in Myrtle at that time of year. I was there. I went to Myrtle Beach a couple times before Carolina Carnage. A couple times, it'll be down like the 40s, like 45 degrees out on the beach. Nice weather for hitting Bob. TT, what's up in the sand? The other thing too, I actually was looking at with the rules for AMMA. I might need a whole other new buckler if I want to use one that's wood, because you gotta have a metal edge on it. Believe it or not, they want you to have a metal edge, and the reason is so a shield doesn't splinter and you don't get the splinters in somebody's eyes. So they want you to have a metal edge on your shields. Thanks for the likes. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. What a day, man. Been living online. Living online today. Since I got up at like 9 a.m. I burnt a whole bunch of stuff. Everything that comes in the mail to me that has my name on it with any kind of information, I burn it. And I've actually been saving it up all year. I actually usually used to burn every couple months, but I had a whole pile of paperwork to burn. You get your retirement fund statements, your any kind of bills. I don't pay anything online. Like I send it all in. Like I write a check and send it in the mail. So the rest of the stub, burn it. I know, like I do talk about stuff like I think there's too much garbage in the world. Yo, darling, the 5th. What's up? How's it going? Like I do talk about, I think there's too much garbage and waste. But I'll never go paperless with bills. I just don't trust the internet. Not that it's a huge deal. If somebody knows my account number for my water bill or my electricity bill. But anyway, anything like personal like that, I just rather have it on paper. And then I burn the paperwork after. I don't have a shredder. I don't have a printer. I've never owned a printer. Yeah, not too bad. Listen to some music, hitting Bob at a decent pace today. Hope you're doing good. Oh, you just told me you're doing good. It's going. I gotcha. Just getting some hits on our friend Bob Betterball. Thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Thanks for the roses. Bark, bark. Oh, yeah, you know what? I was actually gonna go on earlier, but Featherfall is streaming, so I was not on earlier. I just was hanging out for a little bit. I was outside. It's like 20-some degrees out there. And in a couple minutes, we're taking a walk down to go get, it's a block away to the store to get something for lunch. I'm bringing it back. Liquid diet. Oh, yeah. So, let's see, I'm working Wednesday night, Thursday night. So that means, so Thursday morning will be early. Probably Friday morning, too. Yeah, so it'll probably be Thursday, like 7:30, 8 a.m. and Friday, same time, because I'm working the nights before. And then, Featherfall doesn't stream all the time, so I hung out there for a couple hours. Now we're living my whole day on here. I'm a nurse at a hospital. Coffee, what's up? And 3 12-hour shifts. So 3 12-hour shifts count for full time. And so I have 4 days off every week. It's the best schedule with that. And I mean, I like it, so it's not that bad. After this song, we're gonna go get we're taking a walk to get something to. I want to find a big can of horchata. They better have it. If not, we'll get something. I want to eat right now and be full before dinner. Rex Caliber. You know, I got I don't know what's for dinner yet. Actually, I got a dinner date, so I don't know. It's Mediterranean place though. What's up? How's it going, Rex? So we'll see. I don't know. Kufta? Kufta for dinner. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh yeah, it is. Yep. As usual. This seems like there's no red flags in the beginning. I don't know how many. You probably haven't heard most of my dating stories. I have the dating story nights on chat when we talk about all the crazy stuff. Heck yeah, chilling at work. I know. That's the thing I'm saying. Since I work at night and only 3 nights a week, my prime time to get on here is usually when everyone's at work. I could tell you some. The most recent bad one. Did you ever hear the poisoned vegan sausage story? Featherfall, thanks for the roses. Bark, bark. The poisoned vegan sausage story was the most recent one. That was crazy. All right. Here, let's go get this drink. I'll talk about it that's what we'll talk about to go walk. Let me just see where we're at with the hits. I don't want to wear this hat down there. Here, we're getting a different hat. Alright. Yo, Pixie, what's up? I guess we're talking about the poison vegan sausage date. See how many hits are on here, just in case. I'm gonna go get something to at this store down the street. We're on 1837. Alright, we need this. Yo, Wild Rebel, what up? Alright, we're going for a quick walk together. Then we're gonna hit Pell. I'm just getting something to drink at the store. I've been awake since 9 a.m. I haven't had anything yet. I had 2 cups of water. Alright, here we go. We're gonna talk about the poison vegan sausage story on the way down. Alright. So I met this girl, so if you hung out here a good bit, you know that I usually, been on a lot of dates this year. I was seeing somebody for 6 years. We broke up, then the next longest after that was like a year and a half. That's a girl in Ohio. We split because it was just a lot, Yo, what up, man? Oh, yo, train for a team Sunday. Yes, nice. That's so cool. We're still hitting Bob. Anyone who just tuned in, we're going down to the store. It's a block away, and we're telling the poison vegan sausage story on the way. All right, long story short. So this one I met I was on What the World's podcast. So speaking of that, actually. So speaking of that, actually. I don't think I had yet that day. So it was like 9 p.m., 9:30, whatever. I'm driving to this store. On the way, like, two of my friends like, hey, we're at this place, Baxter's. Like, you should come out, get a beer. I was like, don't they close at like 10:30? He's like, yeah. He's like, you're right. Featherfall, thanks for the roses. Bark, bark. They're like, yeah, but you'll be all right. Okay, so I go there. Get a couple beers. Thanks for likes, Rebel. So I'm driving. So now it's like 11 p.m. or something, and I'm coming back home, and I'm still getting these nachos. And then we're gonna live stream. So I stop at the place. Well, I walk in, and like I'm saying, so she's there's this, like, I think she's like a 10, man. She's at the register, 10 out of 10, in line. She's paying for her stuff. I walked in. I was thinking to myself, man, I go place an order for my food. So she walks back to the drink section. I was like, huh. I was like, all right. I was like, well, let me make my way back there. And so I'm looking in the thing. Featherfall, thanks for the roses. Bark, bark. So I go up there and I sit there. So I kind of lean over. There's so many Mountain Dew flavors. So my cheesy way to start a conversation is, so I look up at her. I'm like, man, there's so many kinds of Mountain Dew in here. I don't even know which kind to get. And she's like, I know what you mean. It's like, I just don't like aspartame. I was like, me too. So anyway, I'm like, I was like, well, what are you getting? I was like, well, grab a couple things. And I was like, I was like, get what you want. I'll just pay for it, so you don't have to get back in line. She's like, all right. So she gets like a Coke and a Dr. Pepper. What the world? Thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. See, we're crossing the street here. Here's the store. I didn't even get halfway through the story. So she gets her stuff. Totally normal conversation. I pay for it. The guy's like, we don't have any nachos to make your chips. He's like, oh my God, of all the times to run out of chips. So I forget about it. So I just get my drink here. I'll continue when we get out of here.
Oh, son buenos. 41.50. Prosciutto.
All right. Oh, they got it. We got it. We got two. Oscar, what up? Cause I put this in coffee. It's the best thing living real close. There's all, look, I mean, there's so many cool things here. Like, you ever have any of those? Those are great.
Okay, ahorita le traen el... Hey, let's go,
Hey,
man.
okay, how are you?
Good? Yourself?
The usual, just those.
Okay. $5.40.
I don't even need a bag.
And then the bag? Okay.
Nah.
Good.
So, where you been? Need two?
Yeah, good.
Yeah? Doing good.
It's nice outside. No like cold.
It's better.
Better than yesterday.
Better than yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, bro.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Oscar, yo, I kind of got that. Yo, thank you for the tip. So I'm south of the city of Pittsburgh. All right, this is my lunch, everybody, because there's 400. Oh, there's more than that. No, there's less. 340 calories in a can. This will get us through this Bob workout. Say I'm loco. Oh my God, could you imagine if I would have said that? What the world? What? With the glasses. Let's run. We're gonna run. We made it. All right. Just think it, Pixie. Just think if you would have asked, "How are you?" and I said, "I'm loco," dude. Everybody there would have been like, "What the fuck?" All right. So anyway, talking to this girl. Totally normal conversation, right? They didn't have nachos. I was mad. So I get my Mountain Dew Baja Blast out. They put all the stuff in a bag. So I get my Mountain Dew, this big paper bag. What the world? Thank you for the heart me. There's a close-up of my nose out here in the sun. See, my face is turning yellow now. Daisha, what's up? So she gets the bag. We're leaving the store. I hold the door open to be nice, like, and she just walks back in. Daisha, thanks for like. I'm like, all right, whatever. So, get my car. So as I'm driving by, like, she's coming out, so I roll down the window, and she's standing out there, and I'm sitting in the car talking for like 10. Oh, I missed it. Talking for like 5, maybe 10 minutes even. I don't know. I'm like, thinking in my head, well, you know, I want to sit here all night. So I'm like, hey, thank you for the heart and the heart, hat and mustache, man. Too nice. And so I'm like, well, this is a great conversation. I'd love to continue it. Like, let me get your number. Get her number. She's like, well, what are you doing now? I'm like, Oscar, YouTube is playing there with no ads. I was talking about you earlier. Saying how nice you are, man. She's like, well, what are you doing now? I was like, well, just going home. She's like, well, we can continue the conversation now. I'm like, all right. So I only live a couple blocks up a couple streets up the road. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, he like put stuff on my face. I'm like, well, I know it's 2025 and I'm just some random guy, but if you want to jump in the car, I'll give you a ride. She gets in. We're talking, everything's fine. We get to her house. Yeah, oh man, I'm serious though. That's so nice of what you did. So I'm sitting in my car, and we're sitting in here. As soon as I put it in park, something snaps, and she's talking. Like, I'll reenact it. So I put it in park, and she's sitting here, and I'm sitting like this, and she starts talking, blah, 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 like about everything. I don't even know what she's talking about. And I'm leaning on here for hours. I restarted the car 4 times because it would shut off. And I'm just sitting, I'm going like this, like, like, yeah, wow, okay, wow, okay. And then I'm sitting like this, and what she's sitting there talking 2 hours. It's now like 2:30. I'm like, so I'm like, okay, here's how we get inside. I was like, man, I couldn't even interrupt her. She just talks, like manic episode. I'm like, I was like, I gotta pee so bad. Either, you know, maybe I go back home, I can pee. She's like, oh, come in. So you can use mine. I knew she'd say it. So I'm like, all right. So I go up in her house. She's talking the whole way up the steps. I'm looking at her, walking up these steps in front of me. Blah, 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 blah. Putting the key in the door. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my God. Get in her house. I like pet this cat on the way inside to the bathroom. So I come out in the kitchen. Swear to you, she takes her drinks out of the bag. This paper bag hits the floor. 4 cats jump out on it. They're shredding it, like getting their paper bag in their mouth, stuck to their sandpaper tongues and all that shit. She's like, I got 4 cats. She's like, I see. Didn't even sit down from like 2:30 to like 5:30, standing in her kitchen, and she's talking the whole time. And I'm just going, wow, okay, yeah, wow, okay, yeah, oh. Then, like she's on this manic trip or something. So then, I'm like, it's like 5:30. I was like, I've been up all day. I was like, I gotta pass out. I was so burnt out. Here's that music, ad-free music, courtesy of Oscar, man. So nice. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, I've been up all, darling. I hope you're enjoying this story. They're kind of long. Shoot, I'm like, all right. I was like, I gotta lay down. I was like, I've been up all day. I was like, I don't care if it's here. I don't even care, man. I was like, I just gotta lay down. Like, I'm gonna pass out. So she like gets the right. She's like, you can stay with me. I'm like, all right. I was like, where's your bed? And she points down this hallway. Yeah, dude, it's great. These stories are all like this. So I'm like, all right, they're all crazy. I'm like, all right, well, I was like, where is it? She points down this hallway. So I start walking down the hall, and no joke, she gets out, and then there's this carpet, this rug, this long, narrow rug, and she like unrolls it, and she's like in the hallway, stomping on it. She's got these high heels on still, and she's stomping on it, going, like, look at this color, like this color matches. It's like this fast, talking this fast. I just got this clean. I'm about to roll it out. I just didn't really get to it because I don't really know if I want to put it here, over here. But look how these colors match. She's like stomping on it, like walking around. And then we pass this thing, because I'm telling you, I remember this specifically, this little table with the little miniatures, and she's like rearranging something. 10 minutes to get to her bedroom. I finally get in there. I like take off my shirt. I just walk in her room. You know, I take my shirt off, like throw it. I don't even know where I throw it, and I like lay on the bed like this. And she's like, "Let me put something on." I'm like, "All right." I'm laying there and I'm looking as she's in her bathroom now with the door open, putting on this lingerie for a half hour, man, while she is talking and not doing it. She gets totally, well, she's just putting on while I'm staying there, and she's like upside down because I'm kind of like looking at her like this, going on and on. And she's putting this clip thing. I don't even know why she's putting lingerie on. She's putting this clip on, this garter belt thing, and she's standing there. Dude, this story. This is the last crazy dating story I had. And she's like putting this clip on, she's like bent over talking. And I hear her say something, and it's because they poisoned my vegan sausage. And that's when I started paying attention. She's like, I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah. She's like, I ate it. She's like, my eyes are rolling back in my head. Like, I feel like they poisoned me. Like, I passed out. I was like, where? She's like, here. I was like, well, whatever. She was like, so, and she's like, the food. She's like, that's why. She's like, I can't eat the food here. Yeah, well, yeah. Hulk. Dude, and she's going, she's like, my food is poisoned. She's like, someone comes here and poisons my food. The water's poisoned. And that's when I'm starting to realize that, oh, this is a lot deeper than, I know it. Y'all know. I talk about this story and I get flagged because I'm going to say, you know, the diagnosis. Paranoid. She's like, I go take a shower. She's like, I'll plug my phone in on the charger. I come back, it's gone. She's like, I'll go look for it, and then it's back. She's like, she was talking about how she packed up all these shoes and all the left shoes are missing. She goes looking for the shoes. She comes back. They're all back in the bag. Like, I'm like, well, I was like, does someone have access to here other than you? She's like, no. I'm like, well, then what happened? She's like, I don't. She's like, there's people that come in here. They poison my food and everything. And while she's talking about it, I had passed out. So then it's like an hour later or something, because she was sleeping on my arm, and I remember because my shoulder was so sore, just how and she's laying like kind of like on me, and so I like started trying to like pull my arm back, and it wakes her up, and she's just like straight up like a 90-degree angle at the waist, and she just starts talking again, and I was like, I was just trying to pretend you're asleep, and she goes walking off somewhere in her house, talking the whole time. I was like, oh my god. So then I fell back asleep. Then it's like, everyone's always like, you're crazy for staying there. Maybe. She's hot, really hot. And I wake up, she's not talking. My alarms are going off. So I'm going, oh. Yeah. I'm like, it's like I showed Woodland, man. Woodland said you could see it in her eyes. Because I have a picture from her. I got a picture of her. But anyway, I'm like, well, I'm thinking maybe it's just a thing, I can deal with it. So I'm sitting there. So she had this lingerie on still, and she's stretching. She's sitting there. So I like get up behind her. So I'm like, I start giving her this back rub. I'm like, all right, maybe things aren't so bad. And she's like, I haven't had back rub like this good for a long time. I'm like, that's good, you know. She's like, you know, she's like, there's voices in this apartment. She's like, I've been trying to record them. She's like, I think I've recorded one. She's like, but they don't tell me to do anything bad. And right when she said that, oh god, seamstress sex with a heartbeat. Right when she started talking about the voices is when I was like, I'm thinking, I stopped. Not to make it too obvious, but I kind of was sitting behind her. I was like, I get out of here. So I'm going, man, it's almost noon. I get my daughter from school here pretty soon. I should probably get going. So I like made my way out of there. Yeah, as soon as she talked the voices, the poison food, poison water, I plug my phone in the charger, I take a shower, I come back, it's gone. You know, like that stuff. When she's on the voices and that she's trying to record them, that was when I was like, okay, I gotta get out of here. So that's the poison vegan sausage story. I was telling it for Darling because she hadn't heard it yet. I never even looked. I said she by accident. I was guessing. Apologies if I was wrong about that, because I don't know. She might be, but at the same time, when she starts talking about that's at the point where I was like, I don't know. I should probably get out of here. probably should get out of here. The other thing too, you know, like I think about it, like, cause I got a daughter. Yeah, interesting story, man. I'm telling you, man. I have too many of them. I gotta think about my daughter, cause I'm like, I can't have my daughter around this. Like, man, I'm telling you, man, totally my type. Plastic surgery, black hair, perfect in lingerie, but absolutely so glad nothing happened. And you know, I dated this girl who, yeah, dude, Seamstress, thanks for the rose. I didn't see that. Featherfall, thanks for roses. Bark, bark. I didn't. Seamstress, did I see that or not? Yeah, muy loca. Oscar, thanks for the tip in the down there, because that's the first time I tried to talk Spanish with them. I love that place, man. I think they're Guatemalan, actually. This is Gary Sanders from work. I know, right? I used stuff to stitch my face up that I had from work. Oh, this is a good song too. So yeah, I mean, so I gotta think about my daughter. I can't have my daughter over there with these crazy cats and her talking about like a mile. Like I can't have my daughter be like, what the hell is my dad thinking? And I had this other girl, man. She used to cosplay, like she was like famous like for cosplay, like World of Warcraft and like for movies. Like she used to do movie posters. Plus she had. I would have been with her, except she had this dog, and the dog attacked me in her house. Like, I still have the scars from it. This huge dog. That's where it bit into my elbow. It drug her through her house by a chain, and she smashed her vagina off of a table leg and busted the table. That's a different story. As it was attacking me. Like, no joke. She was in a full split, and it was pulling her so hard she busted the table leg with her crotch, and the table fell apart. Yep. She had some dog that she kept in it's like human jail cell bars. This huge, it's like some dog from Afghanistan. It was her support animal. And I don't know how she got it legally in this country, man. They're called Ricky. Yeah, man. And that's the thing. I was like, I can't have my daughter around this dog. Like, it attacked me. Kutrati, yeah. Here, I can tell you about that one too if you want to hear. So I was seeing this girl, man, and she also is a dancer, and she made a lot of money too doing that. She had a Hummer and some Acura SUV, and we used to ride around in her Hummer like all the time. But I probably got married to this girl too, but I didn't tell her why. But at one point I was like, I can't, I broke up with her. I didn't tell her. I couldn't tell her to get rid of the dog. I couldn't tell her because of the dog, because I didn't want her. So I made up a lie, and I broke up with her. Because she was y'all know, she was so attached to the dog. Like, I never would in my life tell her that the dog's a problem. But I was like, I can't have my daughter around this. Hey, that pizza pillow is that pizza pillow is like no matter where I move it these days, it's always, I sound like the poison vegan sausage girl. I don't know, I moved that pizza pillow, and it's back. Like, it's in every video now. No matter where I put it, it's in the video. Seamstress, I think I am. I'm going on a date tonight. I have a good feeling about this one. Yeah, I gotta get somebody to remove this curse. I would never tell this girl though at all that it's because of the dog where I broke up. I don't even remember what I lied. Why? And then we cried in her car. Actually, both did. I was so pissed off that it wasn't gonna work out. She was like she'd been so about this boo hurt stuff. Like I'm telling, she was a cosplayer, like a kind of famous cosplayer. Anyway, so we're in her house, and I had known her. I'd been around this dog multiple times. It used to make me nervous as shit. It was like this tall, like standing up on four legs. If it stood up, it's taller than me. I'm like 6 foot. This freaking dog, man. Yeah, I don't know. I actually went by her street one day, not too long ago. I was like, I should stop by, but I didn't. I didn't see her car. I didn't see her Hummer there, so she probably moved. Yeah, right. I'll ask her out. Yeah, she'd probably get another one. It's some crazy big ass dog from Afghanistan, and it only likes one person. It's the owner. It doesn't like everyone else. It will die to protect its owner, and it takes anything as a threat. And I would come to her house, and if I even went like this to her, the dog would be like. I'm like thinking, oh my god, what if it gets out? Like, what if me and her were doing something in the bedroom and it would jumped on my back and killed me? Like it would. It would think I'm hurting her. It was like a lion. Yeah. Some dog. I don't even know how she got in this country. Everyone I know said it's illegal. I'm like, I don't know. To own one here. But anyway, so the one day we're sitting in her living room. It was, yeah, coochie. Is that how you say it? There's some kind of coochie. I was gonna say it earlier when I talked about it was a coochie. And then so the day it attacked me, we had it out of the cage. Like she'd do this. So a lot of times we go outside, she'd have it on this big ass chain, and she'd be smoking, and I would walk around with her. Yeah, yes, Oscar, you know what I'm talking about. It's a coochie dog. Yeah, I was gonna say it, but it's too close apart where I said she broke the table leg with her own coochie. And I hated. I was always so nervous around this dog, but everything was always cool except when it was locked up. And even if I went to give her a hug or go like this, as soon as I'm like this, it like would sound like it's gonna kill me. And she had jail cell bars, thicker, like this thick. It's like a human cage, like that old dominatrix I used to date. This one is made for holding people. It wasn't like a dog cage that my dominatrix girlfriend used to shove guys into. And this dog was out, and we're sitting there, and she's like, "Can you hand me something?" I'm like, "Sure." We're sitting on the floor. Seamstress, yeah, we're kind of speed running some of the dating stories, the old stories. So I'm sitting there, man. I'm sitting on this pillow. As soon as I stood up and I reached for something, the dog like lunged at me, and she always had it on this chain, and it's so now it's trying to kill me. Later on, she explained that because I was in a dominant position, that is why it attacked. Yeah, dude. And this dog's awesome. They're huge, man. And I'm sitting there. I can tell the dominatrix story right after this. And so it's charging me. So she's got it in this chain, and she's holding it. So she's laying down, holding it. It's dragging her like this way, like feet first. And she's like in this split. Luckily, it just enough friction from her backside that I was able to run. So I'm like running, like whoa, and it like lunges at me, and it grabbed through my sweatshirt. Like it grabbed through, it ripped the whole elbow of my sweatshirt, and one of the teeth kind of like got me, like kind of on the side. If I had been this much slower, I could have lost my arm or something, man. And as it's dragging her, she's doing this split, and it's pulling her through the house, and we come around this corner, and it's like on like a kind of like a hardwood floor now, so now there's less friction. She's sliding. This dog is pulling her, and there's this table, and it comes around the corner, and she hits the bottom of the table leg, like right straight into the crotch, and it busts the table leg out, and the table just crashes. And I never went back. Never went back in her house after that. That's when I thought I need to break up with her, and I can't tell her it's because of the dog. Yeah, dude. I was running for my life, and by then it stopped, luckily. Oh my god. That's the scar from it, and yeah, I mean, it ruined my sweatshirt. It chewed a hole out of it, like I ripped it. Jeeves, what's up? Oh, well, yeah, maybe, you're right, she might. I lied, I said it was something else. I was like, I need to talk to you. I think I told her I was dating somebody. I don't know, I don't even know what I told her. It was so bad, man. She might. Yeah, she probably knows. Actually, I stopped back over because I had got her something for Christmas, and I stopped over. And that dog was just sitting in that human cage, the human jail cell, just growling at me. No ads, everybody. Courtesy of Oscar. I told you before we went down. So yeah, let's just wrap up the dominatrix story. With my track record. Yeah, dude. And I'm not lying, man. She's on like posters for movies and stuff, like dressed up as like these, like Underworld and World of Warcraft. Really something. But so the dominatrix story, just to make it quick. When I was seeing this dominatrix, and there's another time where I was like, well, I probably can't have my daughter around this, because that was her job. She was a dominatrix, and she'd read tarot cards. She'd do tarot readings, and I think she purposely gave me a tarot reading that made me that was like saying that that her and I are supposed to be together or something like that. I guess it's how you narrate it. Yo, Jay throws thanks for the heart me. There's my nose, Jay. It's healing up. I reattached the skin. So the dominatrix. So I'd come home, I'd come home, and she'd like have a guy who's like for some reason these dudes wanted to be like her furniture. Like she had this guy who's like a stool, and he'd come over for like hours. Oh man. And I'd come home, yeah, and she'd have some guy who's like this. And she's just sitting on the couch with her feet up on this guy or something, you know? And that's what he'd do. And then she'd step on his balls or something, and then he'd go home. And I was like thinking, well, I was like, I don't... And I'm wearing these nice pants because I'm trying to get the wrinkles out. These are the pants I'm wearing before my date tonight. Instead of ironing, we're going to hit Bob and get the wrinkles out. Yeah. And I was thinking, I don't know if I could have my daughter around it. Back then, as my daughter was like 2 or 3. I was like, I don't know if I could, if that's appropriate. I did not take part of any of her services. I was like her man, whatever. But I was not getting my balls stepped on or being furniture. Like you come home and there's a guy who's a lampshade or something, a lamppost. What are you gonna do? I'd be like, hey, what's up, bro? Like she put guys in cages. I ran into her not too long ago. I made up a story about that too. I didn't want to tell her it's because of that, and because I don't want to have my daughter around it. Because I didn't want to sound like I'm shaming it. And I ran into her like a year ago. And one of the rare blondes. She is a blonde dominatrix. Usually you think black hair, but yeah, one of the rare cases where there's someone without black hair that I was dating. And yeah, man, she I was just like, I can't have my daughter around like guys being furniture. Well, she doesn't do it now apparently. But I ran into her like about a year ago, and she ghosted me. It's kind of funny. We were setting up a date, and then she just like stopped talking to me. Probably payback for me breaking up with her back in the day. She would put people, the cage that she would put people in was like a real dog cage. The cage that this girl would put that Afghanistan dog in was like a jail cell. I don't even know where she got it, but I'm not lying. It had thick bars like this thick. It looked like a real jail that she'd put somebody in. Yo, world, yeah, take your time, man. No obligations. So that's a couple dating stories. Oh, back already. The best relationship I had for so long. When I broke up with my dance partner that I've been seeing for 6 years. I was seeing this girl in Ohio for a year and a half, and everything was great, but she wasn't gonna move here because she's there taking care of her family, and her mom has bad health, and so she's not gonna move here, and I'm not gonna move there. So after a while of just seeing someone that you're with for a year and a half of a 2-hour drive, eventually I was like, you see each other three to 5 times a month. I was like, this is getting kind of old. I think we're both getting kind of old. There's so I'm just gonna say from experience, you can have random. You don't have to do it 24/7. You know what I mean? As long as someone knows what you're about, you should always. If you're gonna be with somebody that's into that kind of into stuff, as long as you respect the boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, Matt, what's up? Yeah, long distance sucks, man. That's the thing, you know. I can't just see my girlfriend like after work. Like, I'd have to plan it, you know. Maybe if this doesn't work out with this girl I'm working out with, I'm gonna see tonight. I'm going there before Christmas. I'm gonna go visit. Maybe she'll be jumping. She's been here in chat. Maybe she'll live stream with me. Yeah, right? I don't know. See, I don't know the secretary movie. Oh, wait, Oscar, what am I missing here? Yeah, see, at least I'm very certain now that we're to get, even though it's long distance, that she wasn't seeing anybody else. Did I miss something, Oscar? So did something get filtered? I don't know the secretary movie to be able to comment. I haven't seen a lot of movies. But anyway, yeah, that's a couple stories. There's a girl I went out with, and she was licking my face in the parking lot of a casino, and it actually was like a mood killer for me. I have a beard. She like lick my face. She go. I can't even do it. She just clicky like making out, and then she'll take a break. She'll go lick the side of her. Why? And go. So weird. Plus the other thing, she gambles all the time. She was like, "You want to go on a date?" I was like, "Yeah." Like I was like, "What?" I don't remember. She might have asked me to go to the casino. I can't be someone who goes to the casino all the time. I was just thinking about my paycheck. I don't want my paycheck going in these machines. I don't care if you think you win. I'm not about it. Oh, okay. So you, yeah, like the opposite for you, Oscar. Oh. Okay, I see what you're saying. Now, that's the thing. Like, and I'm not saying I don't ever go, but she is habitually, like, I found out she goes there all the time. Do what she like, do whatever you want. But I was just thinking, like, if I get, like, I can't be in here, like, 5 nights a week at the casino. And her licking my face made it easier for me to decide that. I love roulette is great though. Not that's what I'm saying. Like I go, oh man, you see, I dated this other girl, man, who she was gonna come to my cage match fights in Pittsburgh, but she did these things called poppers, and I was like another time I was like, yeah, I can't have my girlfriend out. She's this big, like huge, like gamer girl. She was like taller than me. The whole thing, the plastic surgery, like. I think she streams on the Purple app. I don't know. I'd imagine she has a good crowd, depending, considering her looks, and that she has headphones with cat ears. And she would do these poppers. I was like, I don't want to try it. Like you sniff this thing. There's like a cup, like they sell them. I was like, I don't know if I want to have my daughter, fucking, dad and his girlfriend are doing poppers. Like what is it? I think it's called a popper. So that's when I went out with the goth girl instead. That the goth girl is the one I dated for 4 or 5 months who said she wanted to explore. I wasn't goth enough either. He just walked up and licked her face. Yeah, Jeeps. When I was in Vegas, I spent $20. I threw it in a machine. We were there for a ballroom dance competition. Threw it in a machine. Hit the buttons a couple times. I ran out of money. I was like, that's it. I was in Vegas for 3 days, staying at the pyramid one. Yeah, I don't know what they are, but if bad for your heart, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, dude, the goth girl, you know what our first date was? We went and got Indian food, and we ate it in the graveyard. It's a graveyard that overlooks the city of Pittsburgh. It was a great view, and we sat there. And that's what our first date was. Yep. Yeah. Austin, boy, this turned into the I'm just making sure this is counting. Sometimes it doesn't. We got up to 2 hours to stream. Then I got to get ready for my date tonight. Hopefully I don't have any bad weird stories from it. But she's a plastic surgeon. I might bring this up and I say you could probably fix me up after my fights. Yeah. No, it was great weather. You know, it was in the summer. No, it was before summer. Spring. It was in the spring. Yeah. She actually goes for walks in graveyards. I don't have a good goth voice, I guess. This is probably how I should talk, but my voice is just messed up. Sounds higher pitched and stupid. Jay, thanks for the gloves there. Get a couple punches on Bob for the gloves. Oh, well, I'm glad you came. I'm glad you found me in the FYP. Thanks for letting me know I'm even on the FYP, because a lot of times I think they keep me off it. I posted that video with my bloody face. Instant flag. Because there's a lot of days, kind of recently it was happening again. We'd have like 60 people, 30 to 60 people tuned in for like an average live stream. It happened again. No, not anymore. The app just doesn't like me. Oh, nice. Oscar, and thanks for likes. Jesus, that's 13.7K is crazy. Man, see, and then, ow. You know, I wipe my nose on. I do this like with my shield, and just doing that, like, that really hurt. Yes, Jay, do it. Are you starting in Carolina Carnage with it? Y'all know, right? Because World knows, right? Everybody else, Jay was, when we were streaming, everyone, how huge and jacked Jay throws is. And it's not just he throws because he throws heavy ass shit, like shot puts and stuff. You know, he's jacked. Everyone in chat was saying, "Is that the guy you're fighting tomorrow?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Good luck with that." Oh, right. All right. Yeah, Carnage is like snobby now. They're like, unless you're ranked, like it's like they're saving for people who are ranked or something, which I get. But they gotta start taking more people. You know, you can't just have tournaments say it's only for ranked people, because then no one's gonna get to do it except people who are ranked. And it's a big barrier to entry. So instead of like 16, 20 people in the category, at some point they're gonna have more people. Like you're gonna have a tournament, like a longsword, buckler, sword and shield tournament with like 30 to 40 people in it. You can't just say it's for ranked people. Like I don't know if you look online, but they're saying like people like say it's like you're privileged to get in it. You know, I mean, but you can't keep it that way, or you're never gonna have the people that just want to do it get an opportunity. I don't know. Right, world. That's the thing. Like, so here's how these happen. Like, they'll say, okay, sign up for Carolina Carnages in 2 weeks at like 8 p.m. or whatever time the sign up. So you sit there. As soon as it opens, everyone just rushes on. You scramble to get your name on the list to sign up. You do it digitally. All you have to do is you tap on the categories you want to do. I accidentally was so nervous to get into one of them one time. I entered myself in women's buckler, and then I had to tell them. I posted on Facebook. I was like, I'm sorry, because I know how to tell them. I was like, I did not mean to sign up for a women's buckler. I was like, my hands were shaking. Probably. Jay, what you're saying. Oscar, heck yeah. That's awesome that you're doing that. That makes me happy just to read that. Dylan, what's up? Yeah, no, yep, that was just the other day. That's how the nose looks. Not too bad. And now I'm complaining about that they don't have enough slots for duels categories. You can't just continue to have 16 people at an event. You know, everybody scrambles to get on. Then you got a wait list of like 10 people. Like, well, if somebody drops, you can get in because you're on the wait list. You know what I mean? Which is stupid, because you gotta expand it. They're gonna have to expand it, or it's not gonna be. You're not gonna get people like World, like you're saying. You're not gonna get people even get to rank up because you can't even fight. My hands were shaking trying to get registered for an event. Shaking so much that I entered myself in women's buckler. So anyway, that's my opinion on it. Maybe we should have a duels tournament in Pittsburgh again. We've had 2 of them here. They weren't part of any league though, so that's the thing. Like, maybe we should put together get some kind of ranked thing, duels only, like up to 30 people in the category. Long day. Yeah, Jay, I think it'd be great. Like, do you know what I mean? I mean, you probably agree. You can't have just 16 people in a category. Jay, thanks for the roses. I'll send him a message too. I'll pretend like we never even talked about it. Yeah. We should. Do you know who? I don't know, Dylan. I don't know if you know who Bobby D is from New York. Shadow, thanks for the rose. Oh, this is such a good song too. Man, this is a bad song because it reminds me of... Man, I was with my daughter's mom when this song came out. Not that that's bad, but it just reminds me of some stuff. Oh, what? No way. Heck yeah, Jay. Congrats on that. I won a last man standing once, and I did it in front of my girlfriend at the time, who I brought to watch me do Melee, and the whole time, East Coast, I already made, oh, bro, I already did make it. The season's over. I finished ranked in the top 3 in Buckler and the top 3 in Longsword, so we already made it. Yo, East Coast. Oh, East Coast, you should support me. I'm your East Coast sword fighter. Yo, we're all East Coast. This is an E, not a W. Kentucky is better. And bigger. Oh my god. And bigger. Well, we'll figure it out. And as I say, Bobby D up in New York thinks that we should have we could have a huge melee event up here. The big problem is it's outside. And there's something called Pensick. You ever hear Pensick? That's what she said. That's what they all were. That's what, yeah. Oh man, and you know, like we got a perfect place to do it, where you can camp on site and everything. It's pretty accessible. Tell you what, this year we'll look into it. Barry, what's up? There's also a guy who has this huge farmland where he does wedding receptions that I met the Arnold. I'll talk to him. I've been focusing on getting a Pittsburgh team together, so. You know what? No. Wouldn't it be great at that stadium? Once we get through the holidays, 2026, I'll make that a something I'll look into. Yeah, right. We should. Oh man, yep. We could have a 2-on-2 tournament. I'm trying to let my. It looks like it's drying out. I'm trying to let this dry out before my date. Because I'm going to put a Band-Aid on it. I don't want to put the Band-Aid on it and have it leak through. I don't want her staring at my nose too much. This is my lunch, everybody. This stuff is so good. I could be the horchata tonight. I actually put this in coffee. That's why I got 2 cans. Yeah, I bet you though. Yeah. I know what you're saying. A Malay tournament. Dylan, I know what you're saying now. Yeah, she does. Actually, she would have come to that event with me. Dylan, here, thank God she didn't, because I got my butt kicked. She would have come to that event, but she had her kids with her. And I haven't met her yet, so, you know, like, hopefully we can speed run. Hopefully things go well. Yeah, I'm wearing these dressier pants. And I'm not getting too dressed up. It's kind of casual. I'm gonna wear a shirt with a collar. Like, not a dress shirt, but like a more casual kind of shirt. And I wear a black t-shirt under it. That way, if I look like I'm overdressed when we sit down and take it off. Oh man. I love the smell of curry in general. I gotta get this thing off of here. I need to either update that thing that says live stream fuel to say something different. Hold on. It just is always on there. There's no way to disable it unless I do it. Yeah, there's no hanky-panky this time, the first time. Thank you, world. Featherfall, thanks for the roses. Bark, bark! And I'm not opposed to it. I'm also like, this is how I roll with any date I'm on. If hanky-panky happens, it happens. And then if we go out, and like, it doesn't make me think any different to anybody. Dude, the girl that I dated with that called me, that dumped me because I wore a USA tank top, man. Like, we spent more time on the first date doing stuff than meeting and hanging out. Didn't think anything different of it. We dated for 3 months. Dating sucks, as you can hear. Like, I dated this girl for months and she dumped me because I was wearing a USA tank top. Yeah, I don't judge that stuff. And yo! Oh, Nomads is here now. Anybody who likes Boohurt should follow Nomads if you don't already. Yo! Begotham, what up? Yeah, I don't think any different. Like, I'm totally aware of it, and I don't of the whole double standard thing, and I don't take part in it. Featherfall, thanks for the roses. Bark, bark. What up? How's it going there, Begotten? Yeah, yeah. No, the tank top lady. You heard that one. No, yeah, heck yeah, Dylan. Nomad. Yep. That video is so cool that you got to the event with everyone standing on the stage with that great sword fight in the back, and everyone standing back. Even the whole row of people, of everybody that, you know, the part where it's like real dark, but you can just see everybody in their armor. Really cool edit. I'm glad you're doing good, Begotten. I got 2 tattoos. I guess you can't see what they are when I'm doing that, but just 2. But I mean, yeah, I mean, my daughter's mom and I messed around on the first night, and we were together for like 12 years. Yeah, Featherfall is Nomad. Featherfall and Seamstress are with that team, Nomads. They have a lore story, right? I mean, I don't want to get into it unless you want to, of why I even formed a new team. Yeah, see, you know who you want. It doesn't matter if you do something the first night or not. I roll with it. I go with. I don't go farther than I think I can without pressuring somebody. You know what I mean? If I read the body language and it works, it works. Yeah, right. It's odd, world, for that to happen. That's for sure. Gotta get these lower hits in. I get some left-handed hits in too. It is, yeah. Hell yeah. 15 years is also not very common these days either. I would not do the polyamory thing. So, is there anyone tuned in that has, like, it does. Oh, I know some people that do it and they're totally happy in it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it either, by the way. Alright. So, within the last 2 years, I was seeing someone who was, they're married. They both do separate things. The guy actually sees a dominatrix, and then she would be free to do what she wants. Heck yeah, world, that's so good. Nice. About 20. Y'all have the best, man. If I could go back in time, the one thing I'd change is I would never F things up between me and my daughter's mom. That led us to get split up. Because we'd have been together now for 20 years. More than 20 years. Here I am cursed with all my cursed dating stories. To this day. Though I've had some longer relationships in it, you know. Like the one was a 6-year relationship that didn't work out in the end. But yeah, so I was involved in this thing, and then at the end, I was good at it because when it ended, it ended. I wasn't like chasing her after, you know, because she's married. Right, I want the forever love thing too. Yeah, I'm not. I know what you mean. I'm just saying, if I could go back and do anything, I don't dwell on it. But if I could go back, I would go back and not mess that up. Man, but yeah, I mean, I dated, not even date, but I was with someone. She was in this relationship. She's married, but her thing is that I don't know how I even talk about it on this app without getting in trouble. But she was like part of a right. Oh, I learned from mistakes. That's for sure. She was like it wasn't a poly relationship. It's just like her husband got his thing from he was like he was singing dominatrix or something, and then she was so in like the fetish world, I guess you call. She was like a like she was a sub slave, and I would so she'd come over like all the time, and we just had like I fulfilled her whatever dom thing, and then after a while, you know, they moved out of the country, so it ended anyway. But that's what it was. Is like yeah, I was part of it. I think that went on for like 3 or 4 months. But it's not something I want to do. I couldn't picture myself being married to somebody and we're doing other stuff. Like, that's just kind of not what I'm about. I have no problem, though, being part of it for that moment. Yeah, they moved to, they moved out of the country. I shouldn't say too much about it. She was actually an actress, of all things. I don't know how I got wrapped up with these people. Like an actress. The cosplayer, the actress, like the girl I was with who dates NFL players. How the hell did she get with me? Yeah, well, I guess they've always been like that. And it's real. They're all open about it too, you know. Yeah, I'm still not married. I'd like to be. But yeah, I mean, she's on IMDb. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say who it is, of course, but I don't know how I run into these, and I don't know how I run into them, because I'm telling you, I think I'm a solid 5 at the most. Like, I got the big old, I got too much eyelids that show. I think this eye slants down a little more. Yeah. Remember that? You remember that, seamstress? Getting engaged? That was I got engaged through TikTok. You think about the eye shape? I got too much eyelid. Thanks about the eyes. Yeah, I had yeah, darling. I got engaged and broke it off through TikTok. Oh my god. That was fun. Do you remember that, seamstress? I posted that video, or nomads. I posted that video. Yeah, 2 times a week. I thought things were gonna go great. Do you even know what happened with that? So I was dating somebody. I would have been with her forever too. Actually, her and I was in love. Like, we dated. She's still in some of my old TikTok videos on here. My ex. Yeah. But I knew her already. Oh my god. So we dated for like 6 or 7 months. Her birthday is on the 19th. I actually remember it. To like somebody that much, I remember her birthday is on the 19th for this one. But we dated for like 6 months or something. She used to come to all my Boohurt events. She used to photograph me. She loved Boohurt. But like, man, it was just really, not to sound mean, but she's just really crazy, man. It was like, I would probably wind up dead one day. Honestly, if we're together, I just think she seems like the type she'd probably murder me when we're older. But we broke up, and then we broke up. It was like 2 or 3 months after. So I was dating somebody else at the time, and the first night she stayed over at my house. The next morning she goes and uses. I have like a his and hers bathroom, right? Yeah, dude. Veronica, what's up? Yeah, wow. What time of this live stream has just been all about dating disaster stories. When I fought at the Arnold, dude, I had this girl was so like. I'm just saying, she had girls at the Arnold like propositioning her do stuff because she wore all this tight stuff. She has like abs, you know. She's like real fit on top of it. But whenever we would do this, like a 5-minute walk back to the hotel after fighting at the Arnold, I still had my armor on, my leg armor, and it took 35 minutes to get to the hotel because she was so trashed and crying, screaming, and I'm wearing my leg armor in this like German cosplay kind of outfit, dragging this screaming, crying girlfriend to the hotel. It was a disaster, man. Everyone's staring like, what is going on? I'm surprised we get arrested. Yeah, I bet this one goes like the old school courting way, the one I'm going out with tonight. But anyway, so this girl I was dating forever, man. Like, not forever, but for 6 months. So we broke up after. You want to know why we broke up? I do. Her red flag was the first time we went out. We were sitting at this restaurant, and she goes, those guys at that table are staring at me, and I look over. These guys are, mind you, like probably 30, 40 feet away. I look over. I look back at her, she's like, well, aren't you gonna do something about it? And I was like, what do you mean do something about it? It's like, they're staring at me. I'm like, well, you're attractive. I was like, that's probably why they're staring at you. And she looks at me like, oh, like, you want me to like go to that table? And I was like, 2 of them are facing this way because they have no choice. That's just the way the table's facing. They're gonna be looking over here either way. It's like, you want me to go say something to them? She's like, you're not going to do something? I was like, no. So, yeah, red flag magnet. That was on our first date. That was a red flag, probably. She's just really self-conscious. The worst time, we had this talk, and she wanted to see pictures. I had pictures of some old girlfriends, and it made her so self-conscious. No matter how much I told her, she's like a 50 out of 10. She'd never believe it, and she'd say it'd come up all the time. She's like, but I don't look like so and so. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, anyway, so we broke up after a while. Dude, she was convinced that this girl I went to Greece with was someone else. This other blonde girl, she accused me of being too friendly with. And I was like, it's not her. She's like, we had this whole discussion. She's like, but do you understand, in my mind, they're the same person. She's like, you always liked her Instagram posts. I'm like, because she's like my best friend. I went to Greece with her. I was like, this is not the girl from work that you're jealous of. She's like, it is. And I'm like, it's not. It's like, there's different people. And she's like, the cute blonde girl from that at the work party you went to, that you're laughing at all her jokes. I was like, because we're friends. I was like, and they're not the same. She's like, but don't you understand? In my mind, they're the same. Yeah. Anyway. That's true, darling, about that. Like, and that's what she's telling me. It's just, they're like, that's how her mind was. And I was like, whatever. But anyway, then we weren't even dating. This is after we broke up, that I went to Greece with this girl, and long story short. Anyway, so we were talking again. She comes in one of my live streams while I'm hitting Bob, back on like day 63 or something, right? I was like, oh, hey, what's up? Featherfall, thanks for roses. Bark, bark. She comes to my live, because I'm always nice to her, you know? Because we still follow each other on here. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? We're talking. And I'm like, I don't know, we're talking through the live stream. But anyway, so I talked to her. Nothing happened. Then I was like, we should do something sometime. She's like, we should. So I text her, right? Didn't hear back, I think is how it happened. So she comes to my live stream again, like later on. And this time, do end up getting hold of her. So we get back together. So we went out. Okay, here's what we did. That's right. Yeah, I was like, well, what are you doing tonight? I was like, actually, let me get off this live stream. Because I was like, I was gonna get something for dinner. Like, maybe we should go get dinner together. She's like, cool, yeah, let's do it. Now this is on probably live stream number 103. We're on day 178, by the way. 515,000 hits. So she comes by, so I meet her. We met for dinner, and like 3 drinks into it, drinks this tall, you know, she goes, she sets her beer down, she goes, you could ask me right now to get married, I'd say yes. I'm like, well, I wouldn't like have a ring or anything. I was like, if I just asked right now, she's like, you don't even need one. I was like thinking, all right. So, I'm like, this is probably the alcohol talking. So I waited until the next day. I'm like, hey, I was like, I gotta talk to you about something. I was like, you know. So this is, we dated for probably, I think is like 6 to 8 months, and then we split up. She's the one I was just talking about, the one who's like, they're the same person to me. And like, what was like so crazy. But despite all that, I put up with it. Oh yeah, she's the one who wrote, after we broke up, she wrote I love you on the mirror. And I had brought this girl over, and the next morning she's like, who wrote this? I'm like, wrote what? I'm like just laying in bed like this in a good mood. I'm like, wrote what? And she's like, this on the mirror. It says I love you. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, that's my ex. It's like, she did. I was like, I just forgot. I just didn't even pay attention. Betterfall, thanks for the roses. Bark, bark. Awkward. Yeah. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I was calling it. I was like, I totally didn't even think. Like, it's just been there for so long, I never erased it. She wrote it in lipstick. Didn't erase it. I bring this one back. Like 2 or 3 days later, she stays over again. Goes in the bathroom again. And she's like, this is still on here. I'm like, laying in bed again in a good mood. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. I was like, yeah, I'll erase it. Whatever. So I erase it. Within 10 minutes, guess who texts me? The girl who wrote that on there. I'm like, there's some force out there in the world. And I thought that was a good omen. So then I stopped talking to the girl that kept asking about it. Then I felt bad because I erased the shit. It's like, damn it, she talked me into erasing that fucking lipstick I love you thing. So I stopped talking to her. That's when me and Colleen started talking again. And then it kind of fizzled out because then she came back. That's right there. Then she came into live stream. I was like, we should meet up for dinner, and we did. And the whole thing, I'd get married to you right now if you asked me. I was like, well, I don't have a ring. And she's like, you don't even need one. I was like, all right. So the next day, I'm like, well, let's talk about more sober. So I text her. I'm like, hey, I was like, I need to talk to you about something tonight. Like, are you busy? Let me know. The whole day goes by. So later in the day, I'm like, hey, this is like really important. I want to talk to you about something in person. Like, let me know if you're free. Two days go by, or something like that. And I never text like 2-3 times in a row without getting an answer, but I did. I wrote, I'm off Wednesday, Thursday night. I was like, I need to talk to you. So then she finally writes back. She's like, I'm sorry, I've been busy. She's like, I have kids and I work, whatever. I'm like, yeah. I was like, I know. I was like, well, just let me know. So we had not gone out yet again. So I made this TikTok video. I did text her, and I talked to her, and I was like, are you serious about getting engaged? And she's like, I am. I was like, about getting married. I was like, to get engaged, huh? She's like, I am. So I made a TikTok video copying Moss. If anyone that doesn't know Moss, it's capital letters, M-O-S-S. He makes really cool content, right, on here. So I copied his style. Yo, Name, what's up? How's it going, Name? And I copied his style. I made this thing like you're waiting on the princess to reply, and she sees it and knows it's about her because she watches TikToks, my TikTok and stuff. So she gets on, And later that night, I'm at work. And she's like, you gotta look at your video. Look at your video. I'm busy as shit. I get these messages. Look at your TikTok video. So she wrote yes. I was like, fucking right. I was like, at that time, man, I was so fucking happy. Like, I felt like life is complete. Like, we're together. Despite all the crazy shit, I would put up with it for my entire life. Though I'm convinced she would eventually murder me one day when we're in our 60s. I would risk it. And I was sitting there like, awesome. So we're spending now Featherfall. Thanks for the roses. So she's already like picking colors. She's sending me pictures of these hot ass dresses for getting married and stuff. 20K, y'all are too nice for the 20K likes. She's planning this whole wedding out already, and I was like, look, you know, like we can't just get married right away. Like we gotta wait. Like it'd be nice to do it maybe in the fall or something. Like I'm not getting married like immediately. And she's like, it's okay. So we talked for like a week. Yeah, so it's through TikTok video. She said yes. And then she's like, wait. She's like, because she does have some kids that are in high school, and she's like, actually, I don't want to. She's like, I just want to run it by them. I'm like, whatever. So we had spent days like starting to plan. We're talking again. Everything seems like it's great, you know. Then we're talking. Then all of a sudden, like it's like she ghosts me. I message her like 2 or 3 times. I don't hear back. Then it's like a whole week later. A whole week goes by. I was like, I'm not gonna text her. I was so stressed. A whole week goes by. So then I post this video on here of me dancing around like, hey, like I'm single. Like, hey, I posted it and nobody watched it because it got restricted. So dumb. But she watched it like immediately. And I get this text message like, how dare you break up with me like over TikTok and all stuff. And she writes me this big long paragraph, and I was like, I responded. I was like, I texted you like three or 4 times, like days in a row. I haven't heard you from a week, like, and you can write this whole long thing. Now you have time to reply to me. Anyway, whatever. But I posted this video. It's like me. I did an AI of like my avatar, and me in my armor, and it's danced around in front of like. I had some really awesome. I spent hours, everybody, going through footage of me fighting in armor, and I put this brutal killer melee clip, like highlight reel of me, and I had my thing dancing over it, and TikTok kept banning my video. I uploaded 5 times. I re-edited it because I was beat. I got where I'm like beating on people with axes. So then I finally just uploaded it. I left it, whatever. Stupid. No one would watch it. Because they can't, because it's a banned video. But she watched it. So then she got all mad because I broke up with her through TikTok. So I got engaged through TikTok, where she said yes on my video. And then I got dumped. Whenever I was like, guess I'm single, my AI armor got dancing around. I was like, I guess I'm just married to this boo-hurt life. And she got so pissed. So then, it was like a month later, I'm on a live stream, and she popped in here, and I was like, oh, what's up? And it was the most chaotic, craziest drama live stream I've ever had in my life. It was the most popular, too, because TikTok must love that stuff. It just got feeding out to random people. She's arguing with people in chat. I banned like 3 people that day. Like, just crazy, man. Long story, but that was a great live stream that everybody who's here for that remembers. There's people that still come by just because that live stream. They're like, that was so crazy. It's like, wasn't it? We still follow each other on here, so. Can contrast that to my ex from. Yo, Sir Hjort, what's up? Who calls? Thanks for coming by from a repost, actually. That's actually one of the first times I saw someone came by through a repost. So if you're still here, I hope you're. This is what we do. We hit our friend Bob over and over. My girlfriend from Ohio, my ex from Ohio came through. Everybody loved her. Even Woodland was like, she's so nice. I was like, I was like, isn't it funny? You know, I told her in the beginning, now that I'm live streaming, don't be surprised if I get exes that come through here. one from Ohio, man. She was so nice. Everybody in chat loved her. What the world? It can explain it with the stickers, the Bob stickers. Am I hiding a hat? Not much. That's it. Not much. I should wear it like this so you don't see my busted up nose. Yo! Yeah, oh, if you're just doing the first, I don't know if you're sticking around or if you're just on your way out, but we're over 150, I know it's backwards. 515,000 hits. We're going for 1 million. Thanks, oh, yo, Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Scuba, what's up? And Red Baron, thanks for the rose. We're halfway to 1 million, hitting our friend here. And in the meantime, I do fight in armor. That's my last injury from it, and I post my fights on here. The app hates me because it doesn't like Boo Hurt. 515,000 plus whatever we're doing. There's a counter on the other side of this dummy. That's how I keep track of it. That's how I can keep talking. And talk, chat while we're doing this, and I have to keep track of it. I used to do it mentally, and I used to have to take a break. I have to count and talk at the same time. So glad that we don't do that anymore. My next fight is in February. I'll be at the largest Boo Hurt tournament in the country, possibly the world. We'll be live streaming it. I don't think we'll have anything going on in January. However, like I said last time, I was like, well, I won't have anything going on until February unless something comes up. And sure enough, something came up. And I went and got beat up in a cage. That's how it goes sometimes. But the good thing is I was ready because I was still exercising. I was doing those exercises in the parking garage in armor. So I was physically ready to fight. Can't win them all. But I'm on a losing streak for MMA. That's 3 in a row now that I lost. Yeah. But I was like 5-0 before that. Something happened, man. I'm just fighting better people, maybe. I don't know. The guy I fought is like, could probably be like a professional, like, hitman. Wayne, what's up? Yeah, Seaweed, I do. I gotta work on. Actually, it's not some the takedowns. I need to learn more takedowns. I do have a couple, but I really gotta set them up. They're basic. I gotta work on them. Learn some more. The other thing, though, I gotta work on my ground game when I'm on my back. I was rewatching the videos from my fight and learned that. Like, my head was... So I went for a double leg takedown, and the guy kind of sprawled, and I ended up with him sitting with me face down with my helmet in the mat. Yeah, I'll always so bigger and badder. That's for sure. There's 3 of them, for me at least, so far lately. So when I went for the takedown, but whenever he sprawled out, he landed on my head. So he was sitting, like, on my helmet, kind of. And I didn't realize, because I couldn't get out. So I just sat there and kind of covered and took the hits. Not realizing, watch the video, I could have gotten out of there. I probably had enough torque if I spun my body around. I need to work on my ground game. But you're right, Seaweed. Either way, I need to work on that stuff. True. Well, I know his style is he does really well in any style. Ground game, yeah. Catman, what's up, Catman? Thanks for the hat. Thought it would match. Good to see you, by the way, Cat. I talked to my buddy up in Detroit. I might make a trip up there, everybody. Maybe after New Year's, I'm gonna talk to him. Might go fight up there. Go mess around up with Detroit Fight Club. That'd be a good live stream. I'm feeling pretty good. Actually, I mean, It's turning into a bruise now, like, but it's only turned yellow. You see how, I don't know if you can see, but it's all yellow around here. So that means that it's probably about the worst it's gonna get. It had the opportunity to turn into a big purple bruise, but didn't, so. Yeah. Good times. No, I mean, for real, good times. I'm not like saying it sarcastically. It was a great time. I just might wind up in Detroit here 3 or 4 weeks. Go fight, do some MMA training up there with Detroit Fight Club. That's one cool thing about this sport, man. My friend up there is like, he said, I woke up this text message, it's like, my brother in steel, you need to come train in Detroit. I have gone up there to train with them before. I need to. Gavin, what's up? It's a great time. Oh, it's all good. You know, actually, Kat, so I was talking to them. They didn't do their normal live stream because it would have cost them another $10,000 to set everything up at that stadium. There's not enough ticket sales because it's a smaller stadium to be able to bring all their professional stuff. Yeah, if I go to Detroit, Veronica, we'll do a live from up there for sure. I drove up there before and fought. I've fought with them. Like, I've trained up there for Boo Hurt before. It's a nice drive. I mean, it's a nice. Not that I like driving, but it's not too far away. Go up, hang out for 2 or 3 days, and just go to their team practices. Here's the funny thing. Like, I fought with Detroit at the Arnold Fitness Expo, and I went up there. I actually got hurt at practice fighting MMA. Like, out of a kit. No, we had our helmets on. But helmets and some padded armor. And wrestling, going for this throw. And I was like kind of off balance. And I was trying not to go down, and I rolled my ankle somehow. So then we were fighting at the Arnold like in 2 weeks, and I'm so lucky that it healed up. Because I was limping, man. It was so bad. It's so bad to get hurt before you have an actual event coming up. Yeah, if I go up there, I'll live stream it. I'm not saying 100% I'm gonna wind up there, but there's a good chance. I'm gonna talk to them about it. I'm gonna see what their thing is. The thing is, they gotta have practices during a weekday, and I have to have the time off of work because our schedule's already made up. So I gotta send them some free days and see what days they're free, because I don't want to miss spending time with my daughter. I'm off the next 2 weekends. I was telling her, I was like, I sure hope you're gonna want to come over these weekends, because I'm actually off these days. She wants to go do other stuff, like, I'm like, come on, man, like, I never get weekends off anymore. Catman, thanks for like, what the world, thanks for like. I'm like, like, I get all this time off from work on the weekends, and then you always want to do other stuff. I was like, I'm not gonna tell what to do, but I hope that during the next 2 weekends you want to come over, a couple of them. Wow, we're almost on 4,000 hits. How about I found out the guy that knocked me out at Ohio Rent Fair is in jail for meth? Really nice guy, though. He's one of my best friends in this sport, despite even getting knocked out by him. 3949, everybody. We're going till 4 at the latest. So we got an hour. We'll go till 4. Till 4. If anyone has something to do, just to let you know. Don't want to hold anybody hostage here. We got a whole hour and 3 minutes. This is such a good song, man. I used to paint apartments when this song came out. I used to paint apartments. I used to ride around in my car up in Pittsburgh with, with my 45 because it was in these bad neighborhoods. Listen to techno. Dude, you too, Veronica. Hey, it was good. I hope it was entertaining. Haha. It's good talking with you. Oh yeah. Oh man. I bet that dominatrix I used to date, I bet she'd keep people in the basement. Yeah. She was trained for stepping on guys' nuts. And people would train her. She got trained to do that, and that's what her occupation was. No, oh yeah. Catman, yeah, we were talking about that one earlier. No, not T. They would they would stay on the floor. She had these big like boots, man. These big high heel boots. I don't even know how she walked around in them. They're so high heels. Did she step? There's you step on them, or you ever see? Yeah, or like I guess go like this or something like to them. But she was trained in them, so she doesn't cause like permanent damage. I don't know, man. She tried to explain it to me one time. So that's cool about the drywall. So up on Center, you know Center Ave? Back when it was like, back in the day when Center Ave, like I haven't been up there for a while, but I used to paint apartments up there, and I would always be armed because I was like, F that. I'm listening to this song with my headphones that have wires because I had to put it on a freaking like cassette tape or something with this Walkman. I'm like painting. Listen to this song, yeah, with the paint pole, like for hours. My buddy would just have me paint everything white. Somebody comes in, you know, at least you got something on you. Up on Gold Center Ave. Yeah, God, man, right? This is all. I'm telling you, that's all the stuff I used to listen to. And then that's, oh man, talking about dating stories. I had a girl move in with me from Lebanon back then, and she used to come with me just to hang out. And I remember because I picked this apple off this tree because I was like, this is so cool in the city. Like, you know, there's pear trees, apple trees, peach trees. This guy owns these properties, you know. And I got this apple. I gave it to her. I was like, here. And she bit in it, and she bit right through a worm. Painting apartments to techno with my 45. Actually, it's a 40. I never owned a 45. My Springfield XD 40. No, man. I was telling her how cool it is. Like I was like, cause she just come along. This is old school dating. She moved in with me from Lebanon. I met her online, and she was like, I actually tried to talk her out of it because I realized I painted apartments. I had a graphic design job. Like I didn't make a lot of money, you know. And her parents are like rich, and she wants to come stay here. And I kind of tried to discourage her. Her mom actually got pissed at me because I was telling her not to come. So I was like, all right, come. And I was kind of like, well, you know, I don't make a lot of money. That's why I was kind of getting nervous about it. She's like, oh, it's like doesn't matter. She wants to come stay with you. I was like, cool. Come stays with me. Yeah, I love it. No pesticides. I know where the pear tree is in town here. I know where to get the apples. And no pesticides. It's the best. In the summer, I go steal peaches from this retirement home. But they have a pear tree. Nobody eats the freaking pears, so I go get them. Right, yeah. Right, you know, it's not exactly the same. I mean, I was almost there's a difference, but yeah, the Springfield XTs are my favorite. Yeah, Catman. So this girl, so she comes over. So this girl from Lebanon, her mom was talking to me. This is before we had social media. There wasn't any kind of MySpace or anything yet. So her mom was getting mad because I was trying to talk her out of coming. And I was like, well, I don't make a lot of money. I was like, I mean, because her parents are like these rich people. And she's like, shit, this doesn't matter. Like, she wants to come stay with you. I was like, cool. So she came and lived with me for like 3 months. Basil's good though. It's cool if you can grow anything. And then this girl shows up, right? Cucumber melons? I don't even know what those are. They're like cucumber melons? Oh yeah, houseplants. I had one of my friends who sold houseplants. This is his job. He actually had a really cool company, but he did too much of this, and then he ended up losing it all. Maybe because of doing this too much, more than working. Oh, okay. Huh. I don't know those ones. So that's cool. Tiny. Okay. I was thinking tinted cucumbers. I'm like, yeah. The dude started making a lot of money selling indoor like tropical plants. He even sold palm trees. then he did too much of this stuff. I think that's why he just ended up like, I don't know, man. He doesn't do it now. He did too much of the Zaza. Yeah, so this girl from Lebanon, that's kind of crazy. So she shows up. I pick her up at the airport. It was like on a Saturday or something. Hung out, you know. Like, we talked online. So this is before MySpace, but there was a website for that I met her on. And so we talked a lot, right? So she comes over. And it was Monday. And I was like, you know, I gotta go to work. I was like, I know what you're gonna do for like 8 hours while I'm at work. She's like, well, where's the library? I'm like, all right. So I got her a library pass and a bus pass. I was like, have fun. I mean, it's that time of year. I don't know where you're at, what the weather's like, but that my garden's long passed away. My garden passed away months ago with this weather. And so I'm like, so I come home from work Monday. I was like, everything's like so clean. Even the clothes are rearranged. My clothes are rearranged. I was like, what'd you do? Well, she's like, I rearranged your laundry, your closet to make it whatever. And then she's like, and I mopped the floors. I cleaned she mopped the floors, cleaned all this stuff. I was like, huh. I was like, all right. Next day, go to work, come back. Like, what'd you do? I mopped the floors. I was like, you mopped the floors again? I was like, didn't you do it yesterday? She's like, I do it every day. I was like, all right, cool. Every day. Mop the floors. Crazy. Oh, it's always planting time. I gotcha. Yeah, I know, man. It ended up, in the end, though, her little visa or whatever she had was up, and she ended up going back. It's like we clicked, but it didn't. I actually talked to her years later. I actually ran into her online and talked to her. We were talking about, remember those days? See, my problem back then is I was like, that's back when I used to do the Zaza too much and drink like straight vodka and stuff. Like, I was too much into partying, man, to settle down. She was trying to settle down. My mistake, you know. Dude, mop every day. What'd you do while I'm at work? What'd you do? Mop the floor, clean the stove. We used the stove once at night. Like, I don't even remember if I even walked through the kitchen. I'm gonna go mop it every day. But hey, whatever. She just wanted to go to the library. Go to the library and mop the floors, man. And I would tell her, man, I'd be like, hey, I was like, that's back when I was into racing cars and stuff. Skellington, what's up? I came by through a shared or something. Yo, that's cool. And I'd be like, she was so like classy too, and I'd be like, well, I was like, we're just going to this factory. That's the other thing on the weekends, you know, we usually have my friends, and we'd like work on cars, and then we'd go race and stuff. And I'd be like, look, we're just going. The first time I said, we're just going to this factory that my friend rents. We hang out there at night. Like, we're lowering my friend's STI. And that's what we're doing tonight. I was like, I'm gonna get covered. I'm gonna be so filthy. She still insists. Take like 2 hours to get ready. Like, she'd wear these high heels and stuff and like get her makeup done and her hair done just to go out for me to get totally. I'd come back like covered in grease and shit. and she'd just sit there and be, dude, I don't know, man. That's different. I'm reading the comments about hydroponics and stuff while I'm reading it. Those are text messages that I don't need to answer. Sorry that I don't have it on the volume lower, so every once in a while you're gonna hear it go hello. But yeah, I used to work on cars. She get all dressed up. We're just gonna work we're gonna go. I'm gonna get dirty. Hello. It's a Dark Souls sound. When Dark Souls introduced those, because Dark Souls always had the emotes, you know, like the well, what is it? Emote, like praise the sun, bow, and then they threw these things in the game where you would throw it and go, Hello. Very good. You know, so you could actually like say something. That's the hello. Hello. Very good. Very good. Thank you. I love Dark Souls. I wish those games never died. Theme park plans to be great. Yeah. Very good. Man, I played so much Dark Souls. That was like the best game series ever, man. I would have, dude. That almost ruined my own business. I had my own company. I used to have a graphics business. And my friend's like, you should play this game called Dark Souls. Heck yeah, world. My friend's like, you should play this game. He's like, you have we're on 4,300 some hits. We're going till 4. We got 50 minutes to go. Yeah, like War Thunder. All the time you put into the game. See, the thing with Dark Souls though is there's no you would build a character. Either play through the game, like I was asking Featherfall, and when she was playing Tina's Wonderland, if the chests are different, because with Dark Souls it's never different. You're gonna get the same drops from every enemy. It might be random how soon or late that you get these drops. Every chest has the same thing in it. That's why I was wondering if you play Tina's Wonderland again, if you get different drops or something. You know what I mean? But so yeah, playing Dark Souls, man, you either like to just keep playing the game over and over, or you build a character for PvP. You know what I mean? And then you can just be a PvP streamer. This is my favorite song for a while. So I used to do PvP. I used to be a PvP streamer. My friend's like, you should play this game called Dark Souls. It's like you could be playing the game, and someone will like invade your world, and then you gotta fight them. And then if you die, you lose all your stuff. You gotta go back and retrieve where you died. It's like, huh. I didn't play it for a couple days. Finally, you know, I used to run. If I took a day off and I used to run my own business, I would get so far behind. So I finally get Dark Souls. I'm playing it, man. Some guy actually like invaded me. I thought it was a character in the game. Like he like destroyed me. I was like, huh. And then I realized like, oh, I was like, that was another player. He like invaded my world. I remember he didn't even have armor on. He was like the default character. He had a spear or something. He was just like real good at the game. And he wrecked me. And I was like, wow. And then I got hooked. And I played it for like 3 days straight. And I got like a week behind from my at-home business. Great times, man. I love those games. I actually used to like being the guy I would always invade people. I'd spend all day just like trying to ruin people's days. Or, you know, they'd have other people playing too, so you try and like, you try and like beat them and you try and beat the people that they summoned to help them first, you know. There's a guy actually who I think he beat every Dark Souls game in a row without ever getting hit once, which is crazy. If he got hit, he'd have to restart back in like Dark Souls 1, including like the boss fights and all that. I was pretty good at some of the bosses. I had a couple videos that I uploaded of me beating some of the harder bosses without getting hit at all. Back in the day. Is that Drone? Yo, down to Drone. If you're there, what's up? Yo, heck yeah. Hey, yeah, no worries. It's good to see you. Even just to say hi. You too. Always a pleasure. Oh. Thanks for the heartbeat. Nah, man. And yeah, have a safe day, by the way. I did play Elden Ring. Funny story. I actually never beat it. I got all the way in. I never fought the final boss. You know why? Because I got mad. Because I was still in uploader mode. So when Dark Souls 1 came out, I had a PvP channel, right? Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to let it dry out before my date tonight. I'm gonna put a little Band-Aid over it. So I have it open to air, trying to let it chill. The dry out. Dude, yeah, I like them because they make you mad. For that reason. I had so Dark Souls 1 came out. I just had PvP footage, right? And I used to they used to have huge tournaments, man. PvP tournaments. Yo, no, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna put a Band-Aid on it, but the foundation is not a bad idea. I got a couple scars from this. I got one over here from getting busted through my helmet. My eyelids finally healed up, but I got stabbed in the eye this year too. Yeah, rage bait from the devs. But they used to have. Thanks about the vibe. So we used to have like fight clubs, like Dark Souls fight clubs, you know. Thank you, Feather. But yeah, I was gonna say that. I don't know if you remember. That's why I was asking if those chests in that game you're playing have different loot, because Dark Souls, it's always the same loot. You play it through a couple times, you know exactly which chest is gonna have. It's the same every time. But better fall. Appreciate it. So Dark Souls 2 came out, and kind of in the beginning, I made a just to goof around. I got one of the swords. I made like a weapon move set video. Gotcha about the loot. Yeah, I'll be on to about 4, but if I don't catch you, Drone, you know, I got plenty other days to catch up with you. Oh, this is DJ Dan, the Zipper track. This song used to come on, man. My friend used to sell illegal stuff that people do to feel really good. And I used to drive around because he'd get so wasted. And I'd drive around. He had this Honda Prelude. And I was his driver. We were in such a high-profile car. It was so loud and so illegal. And I'd drive around. We'd be going through the Pittsburgh tunnels with this song on. I'd be flying around his Prelude. If we got pulled over, man, he'd have been in jail for 20 years for the amount of stuff he'd have on him. I don't get involved in any of that anymore. Yo, Drone, yeah, well, it's good to see you for a little bit. Feather with the stickers. Those are cool. 400 comments is crazy. Heck yeah, world. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, Dark Souls. Yeah, so when Dark Souls 2 came out, like kind of in the beginning, man, I had made a video just to screw around. I had got some weapon in the game that was popular, so I made a video on the moves for PvP. I did the whole thing from every single button, if it had any combos, and I posted it. And people were watching it. And I was like, I had a lot of watch time. I was like, this is what I should do. So I went through, got every. So then I speed ran the game. I got every weapon, and as I would go, I would just make a video and I just upload it. Sometimes, like, maybe I had only time to get 2 of them done a day. Sometimes it'd be like 12 videos in a day. Because I had the same template, and I just have to get the footage, and I'd have to trim it, put everything together, and I'd upload the video. And I'd have some footage, PvP footage, or at least PvE footage of using them. And they're such a hit. So when Dark Souls 3 came out, did I enjoy the game? I mean, I did. But did I get to sit down and enjoy it? No. Because when Dark Souls 3 was coming out, or Bloodborne came out next, I did the same thing. Speedrun the game, get everything, make all the videos, every weapon in the game. Then Dark Souls 3 came out. Yeah, flood the market. Yep. But people are expecting me to upload this stuff by that point. It's Dark Souls 3, I have so many videos with like hundreds of thousands of views. Because that was my thing, and that's what people knew me for. Yo! Martin John, what up? How's it going today? Thank you for the rose. Yo, hello. And when Dark Souls 3 came out, I actually got access to it 2 weeks early. They gave me a code so I could play the game early. I was like that popular. Martin John, thank you again for the rose. Oh, yo. Oh, this is a great video. Let's watch this video. You want to watch a video? Bum, bum. So Dark Souls 3 came out. I got access early, 2 weeks early. I speed ran the game. See, I didn't have time to enjoy it. I have to freaking play the game to get my videos made. Then Elden Ring came out. So long after that ended, that the game was old. Nobody was playing Dark Souls, so I lost all those people. Elden Ring came out. I was getting like 3,000 to 20,000 views on a video. I was like, this is stupid, so I quit. Thanks about the nose. Yeah, that's my old YouTube zombie heads on there. Thank you. I'm gonna start lifting weights. I went to see Mastercraft. I saw these guys. It's a great video. We'll watch it while we talk. Thank you for the rose. I thought it was a cool animation. We got till 4. This is the halftime show. Nice. Hey, I know what you meant. Same problem. I always misspell stuff too. This app, they're so smart, these phones, but it lets you type phoing. She's phoing great at gym. Yeah, real smart AI. It knows what Booherd is though. It knows who you are. It doesn't know who I am. Dude, Mastercraft, this is like my jam, man, back in the day. Boom. Too bad Space Comics isn't here. He'd like it. Yeah. This is the halftime show. What world? Do you know who Mastercraft is? If you like Daft Punk, some of the songs are the same kind of sound. Gonna work. Yo, heck yeah, Martin. You know, nobody ever knows who the hell these people are I listen to. Should we turn it up a little bit? Best concert I went to this year was Justice. Justice is probably one of the best concerts I've been to ever. Yeah, 46. I'll be 47 this year before it's over. That's cool. We all got the music connection. I showed my daughter this video. I'll show you the lesson that I taught her. Here comes the car. It's in I was like, you never get in a car with a guy who does this. I was like, if someone drives this reckless, like, you need to tell them to pull over. You get out, you call me, I'll come pick you up. Running red lights. I like that joke. I showed this when she was like 10. It's like, you never ride in a car with somebody who's this reckless. Because look what happens. Yo, dude. You know, I went on my 636. I went at least 164 miles an hour. See, I was like, we're not robots. The guy can't put you back together. It's like, if anyone drives that reckless in a car, it's like, you get out, you call me. Yo, Martin, thank you for the roses. Too nice, everybody. Oh man, now KMFDM's on. Yeah, dude, see, we got that in common too about the bikes. I used to. Same thing. Once Once you have kids and stuff, man, I stopped riding around like a nut. I remember one time I come by my boss going to work. Yo, I'm serious about the roses, man. Thank you. My boss was leaving work, and I come by. I did like a little wheelie past him. I used to do that like dumb shit. I always rode Kawasaki, but I had a 636. I had a lot of work done too. I loved him because the undertail exhaust, man. I love undertail exhaust. I remember we were up north of Pittsburgh, and there's this place where it's this straightaway. It's like five. It might even be 6 lanes. It's the widest highway around here. Yo, yeah, doing a stunt wheelie going 100. Yep. Although I did always wear a helmet, but I understand what you mean about helmet's not going to save you going 100 miles an hour if you wreck doing it. Yeah, man, like, I remember we were riding. Yeah, right, nope. And I remember we were going so fast. I remember looking down, I was going 164, and that's the last number I watched it go up to. And then I was like, I'm not looking down at that again. Thanks, I'm sure. Yeah. Though I did often not wear. I always wore a helmet, but if I was going highway riding, if I knew we were going to be riding like speeding, I would usually wear leather. We almost moved to back in the day. My daughter's mom and I we almost moved to Arizona, and I was so pissed. I did not want to move, and I was like, if we move, yo, Oscar, yeah, you got me. I could have went 167, but I couldn't tell you because I remember 164. It was crazy, man. Yeah, we were going. There's a Subaru STI in our group too, and they were going at least that fast. 164. We were flying, man. And I've gone fast like the other times too, but yeah, after having kids, I've really toned it down. Yeah. Oh, I know, man. That's still pretty crazy, 130. It is a lot. It's expensive for leathers. The other thing, too, is then if you buy them and then you get bigger, then they don't fit anymore. I used to be like, I used to hook turn, man, I used to have the tread worn out all the way to the end of the tire. Like, there was no chicken strips on it. And then once I had a daughter, I chilled out. But I was, when we were going to move to Arizona, I was telling her, the only way I'm moving to Arizona is if you don't care if I quit my job and just race motorcycles at the track. She's like, whatever. I should have done it, man. I never would have gotten a boo hurt, though. I'd have been, racing motorcycles. That's crazy at 130. I remember when we were going I had a Grand Am that I supercharged. And we were going to Canada. We were going to Toronto. We used to go to Toronto all the time, me and my friends. And we were going there. It's like a 6.5 hour drive. And I was going. The Grand Am. I forget what it maxed out at, the speedometer. But you know, I had it tuned so it wouldn't. So there wasn't like a governor or anything on it. And the guy clocked me at 135 in the Grand Am. The 3400 motor. I got a ticket, man. We had a radar detector. We were almost out of the USA. It's a 6-hour drive to Toronto, including getting pulled over for a half hour. We still got there in something like 3 hours. We're just flying. It was like a Sunday morning, like just flying. We had a radar detector. This cop would come over this hill, and he was like up on a hill aiming down. So as soon as I came over, like it was the radar detector went bang bang bang. I was like shit. Then you see him drive down, so I just slowed down, and I still could not go like less than 80. I was going 80. I felt like I was going 35. I was like shit. Like my mind was like it's so weird because I just had it like we were probably going like 135 to 150 or something the whole time. Because there's like nobody out. It's like a Sunday. He's like, he wrote it for 100. He comes up. He's like, what? He's like, can I ask, what in the world makes you think, like, you're allowed to drive that fast? Like, he wasn't mean. And maybe just because I knew I was getting pulled over, so I just, like, slowed down. And I was like, honestly, sir, I was like, we were just sitting here discussing health and, the state of health insurance in this country, and I wasn't paying attention how fast I was going. And he's like, give me your license and registration. Really, we just hated to drive to Toronto. I was like, that's the worst thing. I was like, do you want to get there in a couple hours? I had in Armenian, I had written on the side of my Grand Dam that said, "I'm delicious." It was written Armenian, so only if you're Armenian you could read it. And we're in Toronto, man, and these girls pulled up beside me, and they're laughing their asses off. And cause I was like looking, and they're like, "Come on back." So they actually read this. They actually read it. Allison, if you're there, what's up? The one time we were in Toronto and someone actually understood what was written on my car. I don't even know why. It just said, "I'm delicious." Hey, Allison, what's up? How's it going today? I'm a little... There's my my new battle scar from fighting Saturday. My nose, a little messed up, perhaps. Hope you have a good day. Hope it's probably not warmer than it is here. We walked down to the store in the live stream earlier and got some of this. This is my lunch today. A little bit in there. Good. Glad. Not so bad. It's good. Passing on the right. Oh my God. But you knew that. You knew them. Our snow. I don't know if you got a lot of snow out your way, but our snow is still on the ground out here. We got like 5 inches. We're kind of like in the direct line of like Lake Erie. Martin John, yo, what's up again? $65 all you got? Ha. Yeah, that's good. I didn't even go fight that ticket when I was going. He still wrote me down for 100. I was like, there's no way I'm getting out of this. So I didn't even go show up to the court. And I just I lost my license for like 2 weeks. Oh, yo, heck yeah. Like, what kind of art? You talking about, like, artists, like, physical art, or artists, like, music or something? Dude, I would just roll around listening to music like this. Just going, like, 150. Dude, to get, drawing. Oh, yo, heck yeah, drawing. I used to draw, man. I appreciate that kind of stuff. Good, someone who can draw and paint really well. I had, let's see. Besides that, I think that's the worst ticket I got. I always get busted for tint. I hate the tint laws. Heck yeah, that's awesome. I think any other speeding ticket, I've gotten away, especially on motorcycles. There's so many times I got away, which is fun. Yeah, heck yeah. People are gonna appreciate. I think what's gonna happen. There's gonna be so much AI art that people are gonna appreciate the human art more. Cool, yeah, I guess so, right? Well, I mean, it's good to get some fundamentals down, though, right? Besides having your own technique. Right, Martin. I see what you're saying, world. Good stuff, man. That's, definitely comes in handy. Huh. You were like, chow. Get some left-handed hits in here. Yeah. Man, I was lucky to be friends with some of the cops around here too, because we got pulled over before. Yeah, there's. I bet you that after a while, give it a little more time. I bet with all the AI art, there's gonna be resurgence in actual human artwork, man. Yo. There's Oh, it definitely is. I think when it comes to some things, though, movies, nobody's gonna care, but artwork, people are. Like, it's already there's the thing is, movies are already so heavily like CGI. Yeah, right. Exactly what you're saying. Right along with them. Never in my life have I done that. Like movies, there's so much. It's already so much CGI. Nobody's gonna even notice when it's all AI. I think. I had a whole live stream one day. We were talking about who's gonna be the first AI celebrity. They're gonna have an AI celebrity accept an award. I just know it. In the Grammys or whatever that the movie people do. You know, that big convention they have. And that's how they're gonna legitimize it. Left-handed hits here. I don't think I bet you in the last. Hey, guess what's on? World. You know this song? This is my yeah, yo, it is. This is my playlist of my favorite songs ever. That's been, by the way, it's been going on. Yo, yeah, I saw them live. It was a great show. I know people have issues with them, but I don't care. Yo, Bo Staff, here it comes. What's up, Bo Staff? Not too bad. How about you? Martin John, thanks for the rose. Wait, which one? Oh yeah, that's the little dog, if you can see it or not. Yeah, let's see if we can probably can put that on, yeah. Oh yeah, heck yeah, I know what you mean. The best. See if we can find it real quick. There's the search button. It sucks on PS4, so to get up here it takes a while. I did, yo. So I got I had a cage match Saturday, and I got my nose busted up a little bit. Man, hey, and if you think that hitting a dummy is cool, Bo Staff does like live streams, exercise with the Bo Staff. What have you been doing for like 40 years or something? Something like that? Hold on, let's see if we can Oops. Hold on. See if I can just find it with one keyword. No. See, the PS4 sucks. Hold on. Oh my God, is this not this stuff? Am I doing it right? Oh. Sure, I thought you were saying, what, ugly boy? Something about ugly? Here. Yeah, let's, Sorry, I thought that was like you meant it as a high-tech song. Yeah, let's find it. Well, I'm an ugly boy. Hold on. There it is. Oh, come on, man. It's so stupid. It's so far behind. Bosaf, you're still there. No, that's not the ugly boy. He's gotta be like, hey, Tony, don't you ever with me. Who are you talking to, Ninja? See, that's why you shouldn't do the song request. It takes forever to get to him. There we go, though. We got it. Yo, Iowa, what's up, Iowa? How's it going?
Tony, Ninja.
Tony.
Listen, my friend.
I'm an ugly boy. Yo, bow staff, dance. Heck yeah, man. I have seen you've been on. I have not been able to see. It's always must have been when I wasn't able to tune in. I do check your videos. The uploads are great, man.
Yeah.
Yo, heck yeah. Yo, Martin John, thanks for the rose. You know what a great scene in this video is though? When that scene. Oh, it extended? Let's see if I can find extended. This song extended? It's not too bad for cardio. I know they are. You know there's people that have problems with them now. But I don't care. I like the music regardless or irregardless. Actually I got pretty wrecked in my battle. So I had a. This is a great scene. I got thrown 3 times. Got ground and pounded 3 times. I got 17 minutes. This is from the last 15 seconds of the fight. Yo, Beast, what's up? Ooh, I better not show the blood part. And there's a couple poo-poos coming up. Hang on. What's up, Beast? Yo. Now those guys are pretty ugly. It's coming up right here, right? There it is. Oh, we blocked it. So this part, you're saying is extended part, I'll look for it. Beast, I got beat up Saturday in the cages. Michael, yeah, Michael, yo, what's up again? We're in the dance part of the live stream. I got beat pretty good. Let me see if I can find an extended version of this. Yeah, I lost. I'm 46. I figure if I'm fighting cage matches, I got another 4 years to go. Who knows? The guy who won MMA is freaking the champ is like 50 something. I tell you what, if I can't find it on here, because I got like 15 minutes left, I will look it up. See, it's the stupid ass extended version. Unless you recognize the thumbnail. Studio remake? I don't know, man. Awesome, yeah, the best, man. I'm so happy I saw them live. Yeah, man, here. We'll just play a couple of their songs, and then I'll try and find out what the version you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, it was a great time. I definitely, even though I got beat pretty good, still a great time. I learned some things where I now know I need a better ground game of getting up. Where I did really bad on the ground. I was on the ground 3 times. So you just have a playlist that pops up. We got like 15 minutes to go. I got to get ready for my date. See how long this stupid thing takes? I think you freaky and I like you a lot. That's the thing. Although we're almost at the end of the live. So, we got 15 minutes to go. Baby's on fire. Baby's on fire. Alright. We'll just let this roll. You're totally right, though, with the copyright stuff. Oh, I got a new date tonight. Yeah, but staff, if you're still here, whenever I start moving around, it is a good exercise for this stuff. So yeah, man, I got a new date tonight. I gotta be there at 6:30. Oh, yo, yeah, if you. I'll try and look up that stuff too. High tech is great. Yeah. Dude, the videos, yeah. So I guess she's like living in poverty in this one. Yo, Martin John, yo, heck yeah. It's good seeing ya. And thanks for the gifts and for hanging out. And Beast. Oh, man. I'll try and find an extended high-tech version to play one of these days. So Beast, I actually was bleeding out of my helmet. Oh yeah, the date. So here, just to finish up. So I got my last 15 seconds of the fight wrecked. So I actually tapped out. I don't know if they count it as a tap out or if it's time ran out. There's only like 5 seconds left, and I tapped. I didn't care, man. I got so destroyed. When I've been talking to some for a couple weeks. Well, the thing is, the helmet. I got it right here. Let me show you if I can point it out. Ooh, I didn't think about it because they swear. Maybe we should not play the swearing version. Oh, yo, Never Ender. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs. So, the way that this helmet's designed, then we'll talk about the date. So if you look at this, like an ember. Okay, my nose sits about here. There's like this much space between this and my nose. However, see the shape, the visor, right? See the shape of this helmet? So if you follow this curve down, the inside of this helmet actually is like right here. And so it ends about there. So that it sits like here. However, I was getting beat on so much that it was pounding the helmet lower and lower to the point that it was misaligned. So the inside of this helmet was actually probably sitting here. And for the last punch I took, it hit me so hard that I think it smashed this into my nose. I don't think... So right here, you can kind of see, do you see like the shiny part? See where the eye bar is? See, I don't know, can you see the inside of the helmet? Do you see it's a little bit lighter color there? That's the inside of the helmet that bashed it. Yo, dude, I wish I understood more what some other than English. The hardest of the times I won't forget. It could have been worse. The best concert, man, I've ever been to. One of them was Justice. Oh, wait, what about it? Dude, the heart. It wasn't a bad mismatch. I shouldn't have lost so much, but the thing is, I ended up fighting blind, kind of, which sucked. Dude, I get it now. Yeah, I was saying that a lot of times though, I don't understand a lot of the phrases. I probably would have lost either way. I just was not prepared for my helmet to get like to that. Yeah. It's great, man. Despite this, would have been preventable. Had I realized, I should have fought in that helmet more. I got hit in the face so many times it didn't bother me, but when it ended up sagging down too low that it made it a problem. It's a lot of fun, I'll tell you that. Even if you just did it once, and yeah, right. I got too many rewards, like here. I got my finger. I have lost all the feeling in this finger from getting smashed in the finger. It's fun though, man. There's nothing like it. I wonder what's gonna play after this. A good memory for sure. I'm almost 50. Like if I get scars, like I don't care anymore. Everyone's like, you need stitches. I was like, I'm just gonna tape it together. Is it not gonna play? Oh no, this is a band. Oh god, this song is total. We didn't hear that. That song, even on this app, on TikTok, will get you, we can't play that one. Oh, yo, the Infiltrate video. Yo, yes, yeah, hey, sleep well. Oh, I'm getting off here in about 7 minutes anyway. The whole Tron 3 soundtrack was great. I went and saw Tron 3 in the theaters one of the very few times I've gone to see a movie in my life. I've seen all Tron movies in the theater. So BC, I would say, so I actually fought him in longsword, which I thought was going to give me an advantage. I wasn't totally blind, but I could only see from here down, which really sucked. So when he punched me really hard that last time, I didn't see it coming. Like I couldn't have tried to block it or nothing. I just took it like straight to the face. So I need to rework that helmet. I know what I have to do. I have to get a different chin strap that's angled this way instead of just underneath. I added another one to hold it back. And I need to add something to the top so it doesn't get sit down like that again. Oh yeah, you remember that? Right. Hey man, I didn't. I think we're talking about the same one that I didn't go on. I didn't go on that date. So she texted me a couple days ago. So yeah, this one is real. This one is cool. No weirdness, no red flags. Plus she knows that I have a busted nose. She would have come to watch, but she had her kids, and since we haven't really met yet, you know, like at some point, my next cage fight should be in March. So by then maybe she'll come, because even if she had her kids, then she could bring them. You know, like you don't want to bring your kids around for a first date with some guy. Same like my daughter. You know, I'm gonna take my daughter on a first date. Did she leave with another guy? Yeah, she did, huh? But that was, are you talking about the one we were live streaming when I was at the bar in Armor? I'm just trying to make sure it's the same one. We gotta be over. I don't even know. I don't think we're at 5,000 hits, but we got a lot of hits in today. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. She's actually a plastic surgeon, so maybe she could fix my nose. Oh, no, this is that song I was talking that came on earlier. One of the best techno songs ever. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I remember who you're talking about. Yeah. Right, I remember, yeah. No, nothing at all with that one. Yeah, this is totally different. Anyway, this is one we've been talking for a couple weeks. I got till 4 o'clock. When this song's over, we're setting the sword down. This is about 3-4 minute song. No, I didn't go on that date. This is this is one that we met like online like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about now. Here we go. This one's like 35. You know my luck. Everyone I date that's like in their 30s. They always have these things where they end up not wanting to be in a relationship. Yeah, heck yeah. I'll let you know how it goes too. I'll text you about it. Yeah, this one's like 11 years younger. Yo, darling. Thanks, darling. Were you here this whole time tuned in? This is the best cologne. Would you believe I actually don't do cologne? I'm getting a shower right before I go. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm just curious. Just no worries. Don't ever feel obligated like you gotta keep interacting. I was just curious. I should take that back. Whenever I did go out in armor to the bars, I would actually put cologne on because my armor stinks without it. Tell you what, I will take your advice and I'll throw some on for tonight. One little squirt. It's something my mom. I just get whatever. My mom got me some like a while ago. Here, I got it. It's right here. This stuff, I know it's backwards. Dolce and Gabbana. I don't even know what it is. Is it good stuff? All right, you think I should put some of that on for the date night? Yeah, she got me some. I was like, whatever. I was like. Last hits of the live stream. There's my alarm to tell me get off the live stream. Just in case I didn't realize. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can picture that. I've been trying to let my nose dry out, so it's kind of worked. I'm gonna put a little Band-Aid on it before I go out. I gotta watch because now I'm getting sweaty. I don't want my nose to sweat. I don't know, did some get filtered? I've not seen anything, Beast, since you said about the 2 years younger, and I was saying this one's 11 years younger. This app is really stupid about, I don't know, man, if it might have filtered you, and it didn't tell either of us that it did. Ooh. The last one wasn't good? Alright, sword down. Let's see about where we're at today. The totals of the day. Beast, I don't know, you might have to retype it in a different way. I still don't see your comment, any new comment. It's dumb. Do you know, I was trying to have a total historical conversation about somebody today. Dude, I'm 46. I have no clue why. Do you know, like, so I was talking to someone on here, right, who wants to fight in armor, but they're not old enough to vote, is how I have to say it. If I say it any other way, this app will think, it's so dumb. It probably, like, filters that stuff, because it's stupid. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm not surprised. 6099, everybody. 6,099 hits. Oh well, yeah. I'm 40. I'm 46. I don't know if you can see it, but I kind of have white in my beard. It's not even gray. It's just white. 6099. So I'm 40. So the one I'm meeting up with tonight is 35. I should have. It'll. Oh well. So there we are. So we got. Wow, we're over 520,000. Yeah, right. Thanks about the date. It should. Just one more hit would have put us. Yeah. 521,000. 403, something like that. So that's pretty crazy. We got a good bit in today. So I'm gonna go get ready. Thanks, Beast. Yo, heck yes. Yo, always, what's up? Yeah, it's never too late to get an armor. Do you know there's a guy named Bo who's 70 something and he still does sword and buckler? Oh, I had Warframe on. That's not what what was I? Oh, I had just left those on. This is what I meant to click on. So yeah, I'll probably, let's see. I gotta get ready. That is awesome about your armor always. Yeah, never too late. We'll see. Yeah, because I might be on later tonight. I might play Warf. Always! Oh, yo, thanks for the tater. The holiday tater. I haven't seen one of them for a while. Yo, appreciate it. Thanks for the gift. And everyone who chatted. Anyone who donated a gift, man. I will maybe be on tonight after the date. We'll see how it goes. Because it's probably going to, I bet we'll probably be, I'll probably be on my way home by like 9 or something. Yeah, we'll see, man. There's no red flags before this one. We were talking about dating stories earlier. How many red flags did I just ignore? But I'm going to get ready for it. And yeah, perhaps I'll be on. If not, then I'll be back in the morning. Red, what's up? Yeah, it was good talking with everybody and hanging out. And we're getting close. I'd like to hit it a little more. We'll see how it goes, though. Got the wrinkles out of my pants. That was the reason I wore these for the live stream. These are my nice dress pants I'm wearing. They're all wrinkle free. But I get a shower and all that stuff and spray a little of this cologne on and be on my way. So yeah, perhaps later today or else tomorrow. It is, yeah. I was like, I'm not gonna iron this. I could just wear them for the live stream. And sure enough, I don't see a single wrinkle. That's why I wasn't kneeing Bob or anything though either. Not jumping around too much. I don't want to get him sweaty. Yeah. Yep. Catch you later. Thanks for hanging out.